Are we doing it? We want to switch over? Okay.
I just did it. I just went live.
Perfect. Well, if you're
I don't have
it.
it. I don't have a stream starting screen yet. I'll probably get that set up next time.
You know, if you want to take the next 5 minutes while I'm talking, you could probably set up a new scene with a single color background that says starting soon, and probably just put that on.
I have that.
You have like a template, a blank one.
No, hold on.
Yeah, definitely do that. That's funny.
We'll just be talking in the background, and also, there we go, blammo.
Bang, bing, bang.
We'll just be talking in the background for no reason.
We could do
hold on,
I can just of bread. I wanted to steal what Shen's thing was. They've got a really cool setup for like chat and everything with the roles and all that, and I was like, I'll take that. But in the meantime, I just threw everybody's stuff up there and like zoomed in really hard, so it's super blurry and out of focus, shitty on the rolls. Bammo.
I should get my touch portal thing. I haven't used that in forever.
I'd love to be able to use fucking
I don't think. Oh, I cannot. But I do have a tablet on the other side.
Nice. Yeah, howdy everybody. Who remembers where we left off? Because I'm still sort of piecing it together. I remember we were in some sort of building and we had some sort of auction. And we
Are you out of your stream starting screen?
Yes.
I am not. Okay, wonderful.
Well, so here's the thing. You said, all right, fuck it, we're going live. Yeah, you said this. You said a noise that implied we're going.
It's fine. It's fine. We're good at this.
Official, right?
We're good at this.
Next time, do you want a clapper? Do you want me to make a noise to indicate? Okay, you have 10
I don't
seconds,
fucking
right?
care, dude. I'm not getting paid for this shit. Let it be scuffed. I don't care.
You get paid with good boy points, though. Your brain rewards you and punishes you depending on how you stream.
No, I don't. I don't give a fuck about Twitch.
You don't lay awake
I don't give
at
a
night
fuck
thinking,
about Twitch.
What's the fucking the meme, like a guy in the corner?
They
don't know that I regret that last VOD.
You're making it further and further away. Sorry, Rex. You're moving your snoop a little bit.
Door close ASMR. It's a nice door.
Anywho,
You
howdy.
don't have any sort of dampening on your door. You don't have like a little shim on the bottom or any like padding on it. It's just a bam door.
It's a
wood-on-wood
thing I've
contact.
been thought about getting, but I keep
You've been
not doing
thought
it.
about.
Yeah.
I've thought about it the same because my door has a nice dampening when the window's closed, but when I have the window open because it gets hot as shit in my room with this PC going. So when it's open, it just slams the door super hard, and I'm like, maybe I should put like a little bit of something, right? Because it's a metal clasp where the door like closes and everything, but it's not like there's a lock on either side of the door. So in my mind, all it really needs to do is close. It doesn't need to lock or hold steady. So I'm thinking of putting like carpet or some kind of felt on the side that it would hit, as well as like rim the outside so it doesn't just like slam and fucking, you know, make all kinds of noise. Because I don't want to hear that shit. Like the wind catching it like a creaky door in the middle of nowhere.
Fair enough. Anywho.
Welcome. Hi.
Welcome. Hello. I
How
am. I'm not gonna do it. When last. Fuck. How do you do intro sequences?
Previously on Avatar.
I'm gonna go binge through the first 10 minutes of every single critical role real quick.
Yeah, how do we
to figure out how you do this.
Hey gang, welcome back. Last time we were in an auction house, and this time we're not, or something like that. I don't know, right? Like,
There
I guess
we go.
Just like, could you bring me up to speed? Because
That's
kind of
the
forgetting.
intro. That was the intro.
Good job.
Yes.
Good job.
You all had left the auction house, successful in purchasing the Volstari's charter map, destination yet unknown. I don't believe you've opened it yet.
Oh shit.
You all went back to your ship after a confrontation, which I want to point something out. The drow lady who knocked Jackson out, I went back over her stat. I went back over her stat block. She should not have been able to do that. I changed some of her stats around.
Is she
So
more hard or less hard?
she's less hard. That was a spell that she should not have technically had access
She rocked
to.
my
Well,
ass. I definitely remember you fucking you retconned. Yeah, no, that should have killed you, but she didn't. You're unconscious for 10 seconds.
no, well, she wouldn't have killed. She wouldn't have killed you anyways. Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I was very confused about that because I was looking at it. I was like, this seems more than I gave her with
This
the new
doesn't
stat
seem
block.
right.
Did I? Yeah. So if you don't have full HP, just go ahead and give yourself full HP, Jackson. I'm gonna fully retcon that.
Fuck
I
yeah.
don't. And I'll people can decide. People can headcanon what actually happened in that encounter. I don't give a fuck.
In my headcanon, we had a connection. It's like the same sexual tension between me, a customer at an amusement park.
Everyone
Her,
else's headcanon is valid except for Jackson's.
What? I can't have a roller coaster operator moment where we touch eyes.
Everyone else is valid except for Jackson.
What? You tell me you've never had that feeling where somebody buckles you in and they get really close and you have that your eyes lock?
The last time I was on a roller coaster, I cried until they took me off it.
Well, then don't do roller coasters, you silly.
Well, you brought up roller coasters. Anywho, you all are back on your boat. Did you ever name your boat?
Did we name
Bodie
the boat?
McBoatface is kind of the default in my mind.
I remember the first session that we didn't technically do. I was with Zay and Riku. And I told y'all to come. I asked y'all if you could come up with one before the first session. And you were like, yeah, sure.
That's funny. I don't remember getting
I
that.
probably
memo.
forgot, honestly.
All right,
Which is funny because when
No.
I play Sea of Thieves, it's like every different time I play it, it's like a new boat name.
Well, we can name it after a flower, a moon, or we can name it after an animal. Let's see. Moons.
A
and
moon?
Saturn. Yeah, I always do moons. You kidding me? Like,
Oh,
you tell me you
okay.
wouldn't want to be on a ship named Phoebe, or I don't know, Epimetheus. Or
I don't know. I think if I
Hyperion.
heard about a pirate boat named the Phoebe.
Well, that's kind of funny now. Like Phoebe, just naming that the boat. Like all aboard Phoebe. That's kind of funny.
Maidenless
Which, for the record-
Voyage.
Yeah, it's kind of like I don't know, man.
Are you saying that's the ship name, or are you saying Jackson is on a maidenless voyage?
Oh, actually.
Valid.
Well, looks like somebody doesn't get to learn more about the irregular satellite of Saturn that is Phoebe, then. It's got a differentiated interior and is roughly spherical, which is surprising for a moon, despite it being pelted by stuff. It shouldn't be round, right? There's lots of craters usually. Suspiciously round is going to be the name of my new autobiography.
It is crazy how off track you can take yourself.
Would you like me to segue this back into pirates?
It is truly insane just watching you go off on a tangent. It's like the Illuminati theories where they just keep going.
I have a couple of those because I had a guy I used to work with who would just keep fucking. I think I told you briefly about it, right?
Here we go again.
Listen. He just kept piling them on, and the scary thing was that they fit together. Like, there's a lot of shit that you can't explain. Like, you know, didn't they have a whole series in the 2000s called like Unsolved Mysteries or something? Like, this shit just doesn't make sense. And like every episode ended with, "But we're not sure. This is all speculation from our scientists." Which, what are their degrees? Is it a fucking sports scientist or like a journalist degree? But you know. All I'm saying is the Illuminati stuff, it all fits surprisingly snug together. That's all I'm saying. Anyway.
Are you conspiracist now?
I'm conspiracy curious. I'm trying to make that a pun. I'm conscurious. That sounds a little rough, but it's in there.
Yeah.
Conserious sounds like a radical cult. I'm gonna take that down, and that's gonna be the big bad.
Behold, the Knights of Conserious.
That does sound like scary.
And seriously,
what does that mean? What does conseriously mean?
As opposed to
I don't know.
confoolingly or something like consuspiciously.
That is
I really don't want to just say "cun" by itself because it's like a half syllable away from me being uncomfortable. It's like, no thanks.
Say it.
What? What, like conspicuous? No, I don't. You know how hard it was for me to find that sound effect when I was looking for that for my freeze frame meme? I'm like, I know it's cyberpunk. I know it's from the meme where it's like, wake up, samurai, we'll come, right? Like, I know it's that fucking meme, but it literally took me an hour to think up, like, cyberpunk funny sound, cyberpunk game, cyberpunk Keanu will come. And then eventually it was like, we'll come funny Keanu or something. And then I finally found it, like a shitty, like, I'm talking 180p, the worst edited video I've ever seen. Like, my man put it through Premiere, smeared some Vaseline on the camera, and then fucking ripped it down to like 10 bitrate and the render settings. But I got the audio that was crisp, because it's just like it's like stock audio. So I downloaded that, ripped it, and changed it, and I have it saved as something that I can't remember in my file system, so it's in OBS, but my god, don't ask me to make a second one, because it's fucking lost to the sands of time once again. You guys want to open that map?
Yeah, 12 minutes, exactly 12 minutes into the D&D stream. And we're going to get to D&D now. Yes, you guys are back on your ambiguously named ship.
Phoebe.
The Phoebe. Maybe the Phoebe's made in this voyage. I don't know. How was Moving Castle? Anywho.
You seen Tony Hawk's Moving Castle? Where they did the edit of it?
If you go on for another 12 minutes, I'm gonna freak. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. I love you, Jackson, and I appreciate your tangents and how truly.
But not while I'm introing a segue.
Yeah, how truly definitively you. What's the word?
It's just a Jackson.
How truly, genuinely you define the ADHD mentality. I'm going to fully freak out at you at one point.
I'm gonna lose it.
I am going to get canceled over what will happen.
I'm gonna make a blank event look like a fucking joke.
Exactly.
Okay.
Anywho, you all are on your boat. You have the map. What do you want to do? Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Can I make it into a hat? Can I make a paper boat hat? I swear, if we fold it right, it'll show us the way to the treasure, right? That's a plot point.
Probably good.
Is that what role would that be?
Do you want to make
a dexterity check?
I would say performance.
Okay. I swear I don't have performance anxiety. Let me Where's my character sheet.
Roll for performance anxiety.
God, yeah, I swear this has never happened before. I'm just nervous. Performance. Oh God, I got a 0 in charisma right now. You guys better watch out.
You can make it a
Charisma.
deck. You can make it a dex-based performance check.
Okay. Wait, hang on. My performance says charisma. Where's the dex one? Do I just roll it for dex?
Just roll for dex.
Okay, word. There we go. That's what we like to see.
That's a dex save.
Fuck. Do I do this one?
Yeah, you guys see.
Fuck.
You guys see Rug go to pull out the map you just spent what 175 gold on, and
Yes.
start trying to fold it into a map. Which one of you smacks him upside the head?
I do it.
All right.
gonna
Rog just
roll-
smacks you upside the head. No, she
You wanna-
doesn't. You got a nat 1. She doesn't have to roll for anything, Doug.
I was gonna ask, did you want to roll to see if it would? Oh, I see.
have,
This is
like,
part of
18
the dex
scroll.
roll.
This is just flavored.
Have you seen that fucking? So I don't know what they're called in Sesame Street.
I'll
but they're
freak.
the
I will
little-
fully
they're the little
freak.
hand
I will
puppets.
fully freak. I will
Words.
fully
Yep,
freak.
Yep. Words. That's how I fucking feel right now with my nat 1.
We got a couple nat 1s so far.
I have. I've been
Dude.
counting it. So someone was telling me the other day, like the cumulative rolls. If we're talking statistically speaking, all the nat 1s and nat 20s make up 10% of the rolls. It sure doesn't feel like 10% for me. It feels like I'm getting like 20% nat 1s. Well, that's my turn. I'll take a back seat.
You're not. There's no turns.
At this point, you're gonna fucking
combat.
handcuff me for turns. It's gonna be definitely role based.
All right. What are you guys doing?
Look at the map. Normally.
Look at the
So
map normally.
stupid to say out loud now. I would like to read the map.
I would like. Okay. You unroll it. It's fresh parchment. Seems newly made. Obviously, that's what fresh means. It looks like it's pointing in the direction of a. You're not sure. The modern name for it is just called the Vibrant Reef. If any of you want to make nature or arcana checks on that, I'll give you a baseline amount of information, but either of those can give you more.
You said nature, or what was the other one?
Nature or arcana.
Arcana. That's int for me, and actually, I have equal int for both. So, if someone else wants to take a crack, I'd very much appreciate it.
Look at that. Wonderful for me.
You know the basics of it. It is a coastal reef that's known for two things. Number one, during low tide, most of the reef becomes fully dry land. So people oftentimes walk around and pull up things that might be useful to sell or useful spell components and stuff. The other thing is that similar to Blackrock Bay, it is built on a interplanar rift. This one leading to the Feywild.
Oh, I know who the Fae are.
And so it has had a impact on the local flora and fauna. And such is the name, such was it coined, the Vibrant Reef, because it's very vibrant and
Are we
colorful
talking
and strange.
like bioluminescent vibrant or like void touched vibrant?
What do you mean by void touched?
As I understand, when someone goes through a portal to a void dimension or some other planar thing, they get affected by the miasma of the dimension or something, right? Isn't that how it works? If there's a normal R dimension entity that gets affected by some sort of portal, they get all spookified, right? They get like the purple gook all over them and they're...
Potentially.
Am I way off? I don't
As
even
far
know
as
if that's how
you're-
it works.
As far as you're aware, the name Vibrant is mostly just because it's very colorful.
Okay, word. Okay, well, hang on now. Is it like the jungles and rainforests where it's like, oh yeah, that frog's really pretty, then you touch it and fucking die?
Riku got a 9.
Okay, well, I guess what you're telling me is I'm gonna try a nat roll. Oh, fuck. Well,
Damn.
hey, Riku. I now know the
that's
same
funny.
information as you. Fucking the Full Metal Alchemist gif of the two really buff guys shaking hands. We both... Holy fuck!
18. What do you want to know?
I can't
Yeah.
just. I can't just do that because dick measuring contest.
Valid. I mean, yeah, that's about it. I don't really think there's a whole lot more of interest unless you're looking for something specific.
I think it's really funny that we don't have enough information to know what to ask, yet we still wanted to ask. Like, okay, I got the signed permission slip. I'm ready to ask this question. Fucking, yeah. Nature. I don't know.
You do also know it's less than 10 days travel from here, so it's not too
we
long of a
discern that
trip.
from the map. So, just to clarify, the map we're looking at leads to this area. So the next place is going there. Can I do an investigate? Wait, hang on. What building are we in? Are we still in the auction house? Do we go back to the ship?
You're in your boat. You're in your ship.
Okay.
Yeah, we're sailing. I think.
You haven't left yet.
Okay, we're just in the boat then.
That's up to you guys whether or not your boat has windows.
Question: am I downstairs or upstairs? Because if I'm
I
downstairs,
imagine
I
you
hope
guys
there's no
are
windows.
I imagine you guys are in the deck cabin.
Okay, so it's just one big window everywhere.
Captain's quarters, got it.
Indeed. Captain quarters that you guys have split 3 ways. Because again, this boat is a timeshare.
I call it the floor.
The economy is in shambles. You got 3 people only affording 1 boat, and you got other people selling treasure maps.
It sounds like a New York City apartment for sure. Like we split the fucking
Exactly.
rent 3 ways. We each get a closet.
You guys should see the Drow Lady ship.
God, I would do anything to be on the slightly larger ship piloted by a white-haired lady.
Oh, it's not larger.
Oh.
Small.
Anyhow.
You should see it. Derogatory. I got you. Can I go fishing? What's the role for fishing?
You want to go fishing?
I would.
Do you have a fishing rod?
I don't.
Do you want to go?
Borrow one?
Do you want to go buy
I
a
wanna
fishing
borrow
rod?
one.
Wait, hang on. Does anybody here have a fishing rod? Or do you have a stick and some rope? Because I could probably fashion something together.
Got a pole of angling.
Wait. You know what I've got, Shen? I have a cloak of manta ray, which allows me to breathe underwater.
Uh-huh.
So I can just put that on. That doesn't require a roll or anything. Can I roll to catch a fish by jumping in the water?
Yeah, sure.
What roll would that
Make
be?
what role would that be?
Jesus Christ, Jackson! Don't make me think of what these things are.
No. This is valid.
Is it acrobatics? I got. Know what the fuck
I would say this. I'd say just straight dex.
Okay, I got you. And that's not a dex saving throw. It's right
Dex
here.
check.
Hell yeah, boy! Fucking 18. What kind of fish did I get? Huh? How
yeah,
well
you
do you
get
know your
a
fish.
you get a fish. It's pretty
Thank
big.
you. A big fish. That's a
big
great species.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said like a lemon fish or a void
You got
spot
over
or a fucking-
22.
a brown salmon.
Let me think if I can come up with something. Well, actually, Blackrock Bay, I would say you pull up this fish. It looks like it's got it looks like its scales are semi-translucent, and every now and then there's just like a single slight bolt of lightning that shoots across it.
Oh, I gotta.
Seems to be some sort of fish that has been touched by the elemental plane rift that
fucking
exists
go!
above Blackrock Bay.
Fuck yeah! Hey, who else knew about the elemental void that's above Blackrock Bay? Just now learning about this.
The elemental portal to the elemental plane of storms, which is where the constant storm comes from.
Oh right, I remember in the manual that you guessed it storms. I do. Okay, that's coming back now.
Mm-hmm.
Do we keep him? Do we cook him? Do we, you guys want to get like a little fish tank or something, put him in there? Or you want to bolt him to the wall and make him sing sea shanties? Like the stupid, like the Christmas ornament?
Yeah, sure, that one.
Is that a thing, or do we make that up? Because that's funny.
They can make it up, I don't care. You guys are as much building as I am.
Okay, so, I don't know what I've got on me, but can I buy a tank for my boy?
You
know how hard a saltwater tank is to
Yeah, do
keep?
you have any idea?
Do you know how much salt water is around us? What if I promise to take care of him?
Ask your artificer. You got an artificer.
Zay, if I pretty please promise to take care of him, can I bring him home? When the kobold brings home like a baby son or something, I promise I'll take care of it. Can I please keep it? No! Fucking put it back! You're gonna explode that fucking son in front of me.
Well, gosh,
Wait, you can just make stuff? How does the artificer work? You can just make a fish tank?
Technically, anybody can just make
I
stuff,
can't.
but
Okay, well, hang on. If we do like a molten hot explosion or something on the sandy beach, we could probably make glass pretty quickly. I make like a bowl, right? Who's got cast fireball? The cantrip of explosion or something.
How big is this fish?
I will say, let's say it's 2 feet long. It's a pretty big fish.
We need a... Okay, well, hang on. Let's check the fishing's almanac. How
Oh
big
my gosh.
a tank for a 2-foot-long fish? Let's see. Fish tank size. How to choose the right aquarium. Up to
Literally.
Probably 5, 6, 7.
Let's see. Aquariums have capacities within 21 to 40 gallons, can keep approximately half a dozen fish that are small and healthy. So probably 10, 15 gallons is appropriate. Fish owners looking for a manageable tank that don't take up too much space. Half a dozen fish under 3 inches in length. Okay, quick, somebody do some math. So half a dozen is 6 times 3 inches is 18 inches. You said
Hey Zay, make a tinker's tool check.
Oh
Okay.
god. Do I make this 21-gallon tank?
6. Well, actually, if Jackson wants to help you, you probably have Jackson's help. I should offer that beforehand, so we'll say you got advantage. You make a tank that can fit the flounder.
Yeah!
Oh wait, advantage. So that means okay. I see.
Yeah,
I do
because
have tinker
Jackson
tools.
would have been helping.
Let's
you.
go!
Yeah.
Let's
It
go!
gives you the
let's
yeah,
go!
it gives you
Let's
the 2
go!
thing.
13,
Oh.
13. We got a tank. Who wants to name him? Riku, you're the only one who has contributed to this tank. Would you like to make a name for him?
You caught him. He's your responsibility.
I thought you
I
were saying.
did say I'd take care of him.
I
did
thought you
say
were
that.
saying you caught him was the name. It took me a second.
Well, hang on. You caught him would be a funny name. Last name.
Last time you first time caught him.
Yeah, put that on a little plaque at the bottom of the tank.
I was just gonna ask, do we have like a small piece of like writing paper or something that I
We
could,
can
like,
say
I
you
could
do.
give him his birth certificate like at the vet?
If it's
He's
minor
2 feet
details,
long. Yeah, it's just like you gotta
Just
put
wave
like
your
a
hand.
fucking, in case you want to sell them or something, right? In case of like drought or something, you just put like a little you just like stick it on the bottom left of the tank like in aquariums and stuff.
I'm gonna make a stat block for this fucking flounder.
Well, hang on now. You mentioned that he's special. If you want to make a little, you're making your own work for you. I was trying to be nice.
I have not said. What are you fools doing?
Getting a pet.
Getting a
Pet. So what goes on with pets and familiars? What's the rules for that? That's
Oh,
one thing I
my
haven't
lord.
looked up in the- I'm not saying he's gonna go anywhere. I'm not gonna walk the fish. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
like-
I don't know the fish rules.
Okay.
I don't know the pet rules. We're gonna end up weaponizing this thing. You're gonna make a fucking Tesla cannon with.
Well, no, because a Tesla
caught
cannon
him
will
as the
require
battery.
2 coils. I'd need to go catch a second Electrum scale flounder and then have them arc
Wait,
between
are
each
you-
other so that I can have gloves of holding or something that are aqueous that allows them to breathe. And I fucking rub them together like a fucking paddle that they use in the back of an ambulance to fucking
Defibrillator.
clear. Ah.
You see,
Oh,
I
that's-
had the image of Zay just making a gun, and then at the bottom his tank is attached to it.
Like a fucking flamethrower for electricity. It's like a pilot
Yeah.
light that fucking. That's kind of funny. At what point is it animal cruelty, right?
I think in this instance, right out the gate.
You think me just catching this thing, hoisting it up out of its homeland, and putting it in a stupid tank that doesn't fit, and like naming it something dumb is probably animal cruelty? I mean, it's kind of funny to do a dance monkey dance with a creature like that, right?
Are we all just seeing how long we can sit in this, or
Once Once you begin the path,
Yeah, I'm just kind of here. Right
You
now.
got the lightning fish tank.
Yay!
I guess
Why are you cheering? You've had it for the past fucking 5 minutes.
I was just making sure you'd let me. Oh.
We
That's
haven't
funny.
eaten it yet.
You haven't eaten
Hey,
it
buddy,
yet, no.
Sentai. Thanks so much for the sub, buddy.
Who
I'll tell
knows
you
what happens
we'll-
if you ate the lightning fish?
we'll
Anywho,
call
what are you
this-
doing now?
We'll call this story time. We're doing
Oh,
like a
the
story
lightning
with
dog.
this.
fish.
You're still docked?
Do we have any immediate plans to leave?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm happy
um,
with my fishing. Do we have enough provisions for a 10-day trip?
Do we have provisions?
wait, did we want to go to the theater thing?
Eater. Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, the
Riku's
theater.
family's there.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Yes. Can I bring the fish?
I'm gonna.
You
Oh,
tell
my
me how you carry the fish.
I bring the tank.
Yeah, do you know how
I'm
heavy that
huge.
tank would be?
I'm huge.
It's
You're
too-
What's your
technically
strength?
still-
I'm not carrying it.
I'm not saying you can carry it. It's my responsibility. I'll lug him around. He's part of the family. We go on family trips together. It's not that far. Okay, what is my strength? I have.
I would like to point out
2 strength.
8 minutes ago you promised me you weren't gonna walk the fish.
I'm not walking
here
the
we
fish.
are.
I'm grabbing the
And
tank.
now you're walking the fish.
The tank does not constitute the fish. The
You
tank-
swore to me!
I swore that I wouldn't walk the fucking thing out of water on it. I wouldn't drag it by a fucking leash and kill it, keel hauling it across sand and broken glass. I will pick up his tank and gingerly carry it so he can look around and be happy. Because last thing you want is a pissed off Electrum scale flounder 10 feet from my fucking neck. This isn't about me, this is about HR.
HR.
My pride will
human
probably lead to my
relations.
destruction. That's on the flaws. It's right there. Do I do like a dex roll or?
What, are you to walk the fish? No, you can just walk the fish.
Okay, well I thought you were gonna be like, no, I want you to fucking prove it to me that you can carry this
No,
thing
you're
because
fine.
you were doubting
No.
me. Okay, all right.
It's
well,
a two.
I pick it
It's
up.
a 2 foot full. It's a 2 foot long fish, and you're an 8 foot tall furball.
Okay.
You don't need a roll for that. You can just carry the fish.
I pick up the I pick up the 20-gallon tank and I carry it with me. It's 20 gallons, by the way.
20. What the fuck?
How
Yeah, well,
heavy is
I-
20 gallon?
No.
What is? Do you guys know what the cubic weight of a pound of water is?
I had a fish tank.
That's 225 pounds.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
heavy.
Howdy dang. So I have a question for the Raiders. A cubic pound of water is 62 pounds. How fucking heavy do you
I
think a
think
20-gallon
this
tank is? Because I feel
So,
like that's
alright,
too
Tech.
damn much.
Which
I think
poor
that's-
sucker raided into
Nobody
you
tell Cody.
trying to
First
set up a
copy.
fish tank in D&D?
Kalis Varsad, who does a lot of art and stuff. They're playing Hearts of Iron 4. I've never heard of that game, ever, but that's really cool.
Some kind of RTS, I think.
Hell yeah. I'm good at RTS if I play against the bot. I played one game against one of my friends and he fucking wiped the floor with me. I was like, okay, maybe we can play together against the bots. I don't need to fight you. Oh, let's see. 62 pounds, 62.43 pounds is the specific weight of water per cubic foot. So if we're talking 20 gallons of water, 20-gallon tank of water.
I take it
That's
back. You
how
can't walk the fish. The fish stays on the boat.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
The fish stays on the boat. We're not doing this. We're
Dude,
not
actually,
doing this.
a guy on Quora actually asked, how much does a 20-gallon fish tank weigh in water? So it's
Well, you can figure that out on your own.
it's 225 pounds, plus the 2-foot fish is 10 pounds? That's
Hey,
230
Jackson.
pounds.
Hey,
I'm
Jackson.
good. I can
Hey,
take it.
Jackson. Hey,
Yes,
Jackson.
Shen. What's up, boss?
It has been 33 minutes. I want you to tell me what you have done.
Got a fish.
Mm-hmm.
And we read the map.
Mm-hmm.
and we're about to go to the festival thing that Riku's family
Cool. So you
has.
head over to the festival. You see it's
With the
this.
fish.
You don't have the fish.
I have the fish.
I.
No, you don't. No, I put my
should've.
foot down.
We-
No.
we can't. I should have killed the fish. I should have killed the fish.
I should have killed you. I should have killed you.
Tell you what, we can't stay long because I gotta get to be the fish.
The first encounter you guys have that fish is going down.
Oh god, a lightning bolt struck the fish. Well, actually,
The
you said that the electrum
first
scale fish is
encounter.
resistant to lightning. Yeah, well,
No,
I changed
I'm
the rules.
I'm
Now,
just gonna have an evil mermaid.
I need you to
boat and
know,
stab it.
it's like when a kid's in a shopping mall and he's got one of those foam noodles and he's running around hitting people with it. As soon as you take it from him, he's gonna cry. Just think about that with the fish.
Cool. Anywho.
You're gonna end up making like some kind of enchanted collar on the fish, aren't you?
See, I literally typed.
If
in
at any
fish
point
collar,
in this campaign the fish becomes sentient, I fully quit.
Zay, I want you to know, without a joke, I literally was typing in fish collar like 2 minutes ago, and then Shen started yelling at me. So I was like, no, that's too far. Okay, let's get rid of it.
A fish collar is reasonable. A fish collar is a stupid, funny joke. It's not you trying to statistically validate to me how you drag a 250-gallon tank or how a 250-pound tank with an incredibly rare fish through a city of pirates.
For the most succulent fish, cook the collar, says Epicurus. What's at the concert?
Oh my gosh.
Do you think I could put assassin's bracers on the fish? Because it's got a concealed dagger in one of them.
It doesn't have hands.
Okay, fine. A band of the Dryad. I'll put a wooden band around him that's got like evergreen ivy vines. And
It
maybe a
doesn't
little
have
rose
head.
petal.
It doesn't technically have a head.
What do you mean? I can't put it
It
around its
doesn't
neck.
technically have a forehead.
Did you reverse engineer a breathing bubble for it?
Oh my god, like an Avatar with the big whale. Yeah.
That.
Isn't that just one of the artificer infusions?
Well, hang on now. Zay, can I walk the fish?
Hold on.
So for anyone who
I'm
doesn't
sorry,
know, anybody hanging out with Kalis, when we first did, this was our session 0. This was, I believe, the first time that Shen and I talked in a D&D capacity ever. They didn't really know that I had never really played before, but pretty much for like 2 hours, I was trying to figure out the legitimacy of various like dragon turtle stuff, and because I have no frame of reference with that stuff, I was literally like, oh, okay, well, if I can't do it, I'll figure something out. And they're like, you're gonna be a fucking nightmare, aren't you? And I'm like, no, I'll be fine, I'll be good. We'll just take our turns, we'll go along the path, we'll see what happens. I feel like I have sort of gone back on a promise to not be a nightmare.
I showed him the dragon turtle stat block, which is a CR17 monster, and he was still like, now hold on.
I mean, you asked me
I
to
think
convince you
you
how I
have-
would tip it over, so I did my best. I tried to explain it. It wasn't a
If
challenge. I was
this
just trying
isn't
to
your
meet the
nightmare,
requirements.
I am afraid of what is your nightmare.
Now,
No,
hear
I'm
me out.
fine with it. I'm fine with this. I just wish I don't want to get into math.
Okay,
I
that's
don't want to
fine.
get into the specific maths of you.
Is it cool if I flip a
trying to
coin?
figure
I
that-
have two items I want to get in regards to the fish.
What are you trying to get? What are you
I
trying
either
to
want
get?
an edible hat or I want a dog whistle for the fish.
Absolutely. Where did either of those options come from?
Well, so for the dog whistle, when you blow it, it doesn't make any noise, right? Obviously, it's a dog whistle. It's a super high pitch. But 1d4 rounds of combat later, a dog appears and does one thing. It either pees on the leg of the user, soaking their clothes, it poops on the battlefield and runs away, serves as an emotional support animal, or it distracts the nearest enemy by charging at them. I feel like I can get that with my fish if we end up figuring out this
What
air bubble
Pinterest
thing.
forum are you on?
I'm on sahuntblogs.com.
All right. So let's see here. Cap of water breathing. Reverse it and make it like
Edible hat would
cap
be
of air
funny.
breathing.
I know about that.
Doesn't require attunement either.
Nice. Fish.
Oh, thank
breathe
God, the
hard.
fish doesn't have to waste an attunement slot.
Holy fuck.
Thank God, dude.
Shen, you remember you're like, I haven't really prepared much of anything today. I hope we don't get too far in our campaign to where I have to think of stuff. Now all you have
I
to
didn't
think about
say
for the
that. I
next
just
session
said I
is-
didn't have combat prepared. I'm down with this. Improv is my specialty. You are pushing limits.
You don't want to do math, is what it sounds like. Weren't you the person last week?
Exactly.
You're like, what do you mean you don't like math? Math is this entire game. It's all math.
Yeah.
Just give the math to me.
I don't like big math, which is fair.
The problem, the math you're bringing up is new shit.
I know my math. Yours is stupid.
I'm sitting in algebra, and you're like, have you guys heard of fucking quantum physics?
No,
It's like,
don't
no,
make me
homie,
calculate the
shut up.
derivative for how fast the fish can swim. I'm not doing
I know
that.
how fast the fish swims. It swims 30 feet per second. 30 feet per turn.
Roll. Okay, so a 2-foot fish traveling 30 feet per second is a... No, I'm not doing... If a train moving west at this miles per hour and a train moving east at this miles per hour leaves at these stations, when do they meet? God, I hated those so much. So are we doing this thing at the concert or before the concert? Because that'll determine if I have to carry the fish or not. Also, if we do the air breathing, I'll have to carry the fish and the tank, which is stupid, because now that he's out of the air, right? So
What
we'll just-
concert?
Let's see here. Can we make it float?
Riku's family is doing
It's a theater.
concert.
It's a theater group.
Theater group.
Yeah,
sorry.
they aren't performing. They're packing up.
Oh,
And we're just gonna go say hi.
hi.
Eris, if you want to go while they do, if you want to go
I
by
mean-
yourself,
I feel like Patrick with a nail in my forehead trying to figure this out.
We can give the fish a boot of levitation.
That's funny. Put the fish in a boot.
Boot
What
on
size
its
fish
face.
is the boot? Is it? You think he's like a 9.5 because it's a
What
big
size-
tail? It's a
what
2
size
foot tall
fish
fish.
is the boot?
No. What size feet does
Well,
the fish fin have?
magic items automatically shrink or grow to their wearer/wielder size.
Oh god! Imagine that thing fucking cascading around the tail of the fish and like making a really tight seal. Can
But
we
it
do
does
something
have
with
an
that
attunement
boot? Can I
slot.
borrow that boot when the fish doesn't need it?
Oh God, the fish has to use an attunement slot. Say it isn't so.
Congratulations, there's a fourth player. in this
God, we
party.
better give this fish some artificial levels so we can get more attunement slots.
We gotta. Is there an EXP share band that I can put on this thing like in Pokemon so it can passively get some fucking XP?
Technically, if it's just in a fight, then yeah, it gets XP.
Okay, so it just has to not die. Is the rule,
Unfortunately, I'm doing milestone because XP is too much math for me to keep track of.
right?
And also, I homebrew a lot of shit, so I don't feel like coming up with XP amounts.
This is the worst amount of work I've ever had to do for something that shouldn't exist.
I'm fine with the lightning. I truly and genuinely, all joking aside, I am lightning
I think
fish.
it'd be really
just
funny. I like. The
I
idea
wish
of
we
this,
could have
too.
breezed past it already.
That's fair. You know what? I'll take that into consideration. This is a learning curve for me too. Okay,
Be fun.
fish is good. Artificer spell / attunement slot. We got the boot on him. We're all good. Should I write this down? I feel like I should put this down somewhere. I don't know where to put it though. Would it be in items?
I need like level 14 though.
Yeah, she can't do it right now.
Oh, we're gonna.
You're not
wait
gonna.
for the
You're not gonna give the fish end game gear.
Well, how am I supposed to know a stupid shrinking boot is gonna be end game gear? I was just gonna have sex
For
with
a
it, and the
fish?
fish doesn't have it.
I mean, unless we find one like out of the sea or something.
Hey, so about that port full of thieves.
Do you want to go out and see if you can find a boot of levitation?
If we go into the theater and we happen upon some people, I mean, we can certainly talk to them.
I know, just enabled somebody's stealing addiction. Fuck.
I mean, isn't he the rogue of the
Me?
group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a rogue. Yeah, that's me. Hi.
Is bound to happen one way or another.
Why is the rogue the problem child? I feel like that's not right.
understand that everything you've just done for the past 30 minutes is peak rogue behavior.
Is it really?
Yes.
Is the rogue always the
Rogue
issue?
and or bard.
Hey Riku, you seem to be the most well-behaved bard we've seen yet. Now who wants piggyback ride?
Wasn't
I got
raised on
the
a
fish.
farm.
Give it like 2 sessions.
That's funny. Alrighty. Theater.
Now, once I enter combat, that's when I become a war criminal.
That's why we love you.
I know.
On to say hello to my family.
Tell me about your family, Riku, because I made a really shitty comment before, like, oh, are they like bird people? Do they squawk or do they speak it common? And I realized that was derivative on my part. I feel like I kind of slighted your people there.
I mean, she's it's just my mom, an owlin. So
What's an owlin? Is it just owl person?
owl person, yeah.
Nice.
Like me, but owl.
Has a redeemed hydrate, so everyone else has to hydrate.
No.
I don't make the rules, I just enforce them. The fish gets a drink too. Roll for the fish drink.
I think the fish automatically drinks.
How do you
Yeah.
know that? What's the difference between drinking water and breathing water? Can I pipette in some like nice spring water that I've mixed some salt in, like some Himalayan sea salt, so it's like the LaCroix for fish.
You wanna feed your fish that?
I'd like to feed my fish something.
You wanna feed your fish that?
I mean, not that specifically. I don't trust myself in the science of salt and water. I don't want to kill the fish if that's what you're asking.
Okay. What do you feed the fish?
Well, as I understand, fish flakes is just freeze-dried fish, right? It's just flakes of fish, right? The fish die if it gets too thirsty. Fuck, guys, quick! I gotta think of what to feed them. No, I'm fucking with you. We can do that
Give
while
it
we're
like a
traveling for
bag or
10
something,
days.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I have a bag of sand. I can't exactly feed him that. Maybe that's some roughage for later. But yeah, let's just go say hi to the theater people. I feel like I'm getting gridlocked again.
Maybe you could plug it into like a electrical outlet.
I don't know too much about the fish. I don't want to start Calvin and Hobbesing together a fucking game and like kill the fish. Yeah, so we're gonna sled down this mountain and use the fish as a stopgap, and then we'll see if he lives or not. Let's jump the fish, right? Fucking no. I'm gonna try to be good.
So, are you guys going over to the theater?
Yes, please.
Yes.
You guys know the meme?
Okay.
It's like Le Fish, and it's like the fucking accordion music in France, and it's like 100 minutes long or something. I'll have to find it while we're moving to the theater.
Fair. You head over to the theater. You see it's an open air sort of place. There's just sort of what's the phrase? There's like a little cone of seats that all sort of slowly go down. There's a little flat area, and then there's a raised stage with a sort of canopy overhead. There's a whole canopy overhead to keep the light rainfall off everyone involved. There's nobody in the seats, but you do see there are a few there's a few stagehands. It looks like they're either setting up for the next play or taking down the previous one, probably a combination of both. And sort of off to the side, you see Nyx, your owlkin mother.
God, it's
Oh,
Owlkin.
no.
I thought it said Owlin, like Owlin.
Owlin,
Yeah.
Owlaracocra.
I mean, she's not mom by blood, but she's mom.
Indeed.
It's not a house, but it's home. Yeah. How
Yeah.
tall is your mother? Can I say hi? Would a hug like require me to sit down?
How tall are owlins? Question. I did not.
A couple meters? What's
How tall are
standard
you?
Owlkin?
Aarakocras are 4 to 8 feet tall for Owlin.
Okay.
4 to 8.
That's what it says.
Where do you? I mean, it's your mom. What does she look like?
She's short as fuck. She's 4 foot tall.
4 foot tall.
Okay.
But she's just this nice brown owl that she's very looks very motherly, and
She's got the wrinkles.
but
The wrinkles feathers.
I want you to think about a bird with wrinkles for a second and realize what you have wrought.
Well, when they're owl kin, that implies some sort of bipedal nature. I'd like to think there's some amount of skin on them. Probably their
No.
face. There's no
No,
skin
they're
on them
covered.
at all.
I don't believe so.
Well, then the feathers
look
get
at my
bent.
face.
That's true. Yeah. Look at me. Look at me, Hector. Okay, well, I'm like 8 feet tall being a furball or whatever, so, okay. I kneel down and say hi to your mom and give her a little hug. No smooch, though. I don't know her that well yet. I appreciate the fucking... I appreciate you not kissing my mother.
Yeah, we don't know where that mouth's been, so.
Kissing the fish. Just you wait. I'll wake up smelling fishy. Be like, Jackson, where the fuck have you been? Nothing. Put the fish down right now, mister. Oh. So is your mother also a bard? Or was that something that you learned as a kid? Like, I don't know if she wanted you to be a doctor and you're like, no, I'm gonna be a theater kid.
I mean, she's been a part of the troupe for a while, for like most of her life.
Yeah,
She's more of an entertainer.
You see, she's assumed more of a sort of director role in recent
Okay.
years, just because she's one of the oldest ones. She knows a lot of the plays. She still acts in a lot of them, but like she's the senior member, so a lot of people sort of look to her for guidance. You see right now she's sort of like guiding people along, having them pack everything up. She sort of turns as you all approach. This like wide owl face sort of lights up and says, "Oh, Eris!" And she runs over, gives you a hug.
I got
pick
a
her
hug
up,
before
like
you
spin
leave.
around once and set her back down.
She sort of laughs and then just, what brings you by here? It's wonderful to see you.
Let's just say see y'all off because we're about to leave too on the
Oh.
ship.
Oh, where are you going?
Got a cool map. Do we have the map with us?
Where are we going?
There's a 10-day
Uh,
journey, I think, to the
Vibrant
void
Reef.
touched. Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
She sort of like thinks for a moment, then, oh, the vibrant. Yes, we played near there. There's a little town near there that we played at. That was before you came along. We took to the seas more, but it's nice. It's a very nice.
What is the name of that town?
I think it's just. She sort of thinks for a moment. I'm gonna see if she can remember it. I'm gonna roll a
Bird brain.
d20.
Rolls dice in hand.
What did I get? She sort of like puts a clawed finger to her, like right below her beak for a little. I can't. It was something to do. It had reef somewhere in it. Reef side,
Creative.
maybe. I'm not sure.
Does your mother wear lipstick?
Got a fucking beak. What do you think?
Peak stick.
Does she wear beak stick? Do
I
owls
don't
apply any
think
sort
she
of makeup? Do they have that sort of bipedal sense of glamour and pretty?
I don't think so.
Okay. Is she
I mean,
more
I
of
only
a-
have the white
she more of a
patch
necklace
for
gal?
sun. More of a necklace gal?
I mean, all she is neck, right? She rotates it and she can probably look at the own clasp that she's putting on and just put it on real easy. How about
I
your
guess
mom
you
with,
got a
a
point there.
necklace? We could probably get her something before we go.
I mean, how much longer for the can I tell how much longer the packed up's gonna be?
They look like, based off your experience, they're probably gonna leave like tomorrow or the day after that.
Okay.
So I assume we're gonna be leaving at some point today, so we can get lunch and then get a necklace window shop, take a nap, then leave. I'm just fucking with you. How does napping and rest work? How is it like Minecraft where everyone is like
There's short
agreed to
rests and long rests.
Okay.
You can take
Now
your
is
own
that
short
like
rest or
is
long
that like
rest.
an MP and energy reset mechanic?
Mhm.
Or...
Short rest, you roll hit die to regain some of your HP. Long rest, you just regain all of your HP and all of your spell slots.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
And there's also some features that regain on short rests and some that regain on long rests.
Okay. Well, since we're not here for any sort of performance or anything, since they're packing up, I mean, we can I guess I'll ask you guys, what do you want to do? Do you want to like look around for something to buy, steal, or eat?
Do you have plans to steal some?
Well,
Boots?
the boots would be funny. I doubt we'd get it on the starter island, but I think taking like a quick lap would be funny to find somebody. Is that like, do we roll to see if we come across somebody? Is that like a perception check thing? Like we look around for somebody to talk to?
If you're looking for someone specific, that would be either a perception or investigation check. Otherwise, if you're just running around to do, that would be an encounter check.
Okay, I think an encounter check would be funny if we're looking for someone to bump into. Oh, what is encounter based in? What stat would that be?
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't have any encounters prepared for this. I did not think about that.
Okay.
Just straight up.
Can I go to the tavern thing and buy sandwich? Can I buy a sandwich, please?
Yeah, he opens up the fish drawer.
Sandwich. Is there a necklace drawer? Does he have a jewelry drawer?
He does
Like,
not, no.
Jewelry parentheses women? No, he doesn't have a drawer for that.
Hold on. There may be a funny idea here.
Can we talk to the drow lady? No. She's a woman. Maybe she has jewelry.
Do you want to go find the drow lady?
I'd like to go find the drow lady since you've already got that NPC prepared, and I feel like I kind of just blew past the 3 people you came up with.
Okay.
Encounter check. Encounter check.
Well, I would actually say if you're looking for a specific person, that would be an investigation check.
Okay. Do we all want to roll investigation and see who gets the first eyes on her?
No, this is
well, so here. Perception is you looking around town, looking at her. Investigation is you like going and asking people like, "Hey, do you know where this person is?"
I got you. So like if we're in the same room as her, we can't see her. It's perception to scan, but investigate is let's go head hunting. I got you. Okay, so I'm gonna do an investigation roll then. Bam, baby.
You ask around. You get it takes you a couple different people to sort of figure it out. You see they tell you that her ship is parked at one of the docks. But you do notice they seem to hesitate with the word ship.
Oh. So we talked about this and we mentioned that like her ship is maybe not as glamorous as ours, so would we go back to the dock and look for like a dinghy, perhaps? Something small?
You can go back over to where the dock that it's they mention.
Okay.
And you see just sort of sat. I spent a really long time trying to think of a description for this, and I gotta be real. It's hard to describe a submarine as anything other than a submarine.
So that's badass. I wonder if we can find more fish with that submarine.
But yeah, you see it looks like this...
It's a metallic tube of some kind.
You see, it's about the same size as your ship. It's tubular, but there's a lot of like angles jutting out. It looks sort of like a very messed up fish.
Could you describe it as
it's
a metal
very
whale,
angular.
perhaps?
Kind of. It's made entirely of this like sleek black metal that looks like it's been dinged up and dented in a few places. It looks like the very top is like a platform with a little hatch on the top.
Okay, Pog. Sleek black metal. Adamantine? No way. Not obsidian. I'm trying to think what it could be. I get we're not going to, like, name the fucking metal that is made. I'm just curious.
Do you want to make an intelligence check to see if you...
Sure. Why not? Does someone with more intelligence want to do that?
You can make an
Looked at-
intelligence or a history check.
I don't. That's still based in intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Any homies who are smarter than the dumb rogue, please feel free.
Frog's probably our best bet for being smart about this.
Metal Cetacean, my beloved. What is a Cetacean? Cetacean.
Yeah, does Rog have any interest in the submarine? Do you want to make the check?
Now you think about it. I wouldn't be interested in the Dark Elf, but I would be interested in the submarine.
Zay said, I don't give a shit about the Drow Elf. Metal thing for the Artificer? Hell yeah. Thing
What
to
would
touch.
that be? Investigation?
That would be just straight intelligence.
Straight intelligence? Good enough.
Oh shit.
I'm so as a rock right now.
That's
You look at that and you just think, man, who makes a boat out of metal?
Oh my god, wait, a cetacean is like a fucking it's literally like a gray whale dolphin thing. It's like the exact shape that a submarine would be. That's a good way of describing it, a metal cetacean.
You see
Yeah,
this just floating
I
at the
just
dock.
look at that, I just walk away.
Well, drow elf lady, are you home? Knock knock. Oh, fucking jiggle the door.
You go and knock on the hatch.
Did she lock it before she go?
Do you try and open the hatch?
Is that a roll?
No, it's
I
opening
am
a
a rogue.
hatch.
I
You
mean,
can pick the lock if you need to.
that's what I'm saying, right? Like, clearly this is her possession on a thieves' island. I would guess that she would
You
lock
go
it.
you go up to the hatch and it is locked. Yes.
Okay, can I potentially unlock it? Can I go for like a lockpick check?
I
Yeah,
would
sure.
say, yeah, I'd say make a thieves tool check.
Let's go.
I was gonna say at disadvantage, but it doesn't matter.
Because she's not like here that we can see,
What
unless she's
the-
in it.
I was gonna say disadvantage because it's a fucking hatch, and I doubt your character would have ever seen anything like this. And I imagine a hatch lock is very different from a door lock.
Submarine hatch lock. Let's see
Don't
what it looks
Google
like.
it. Don't Google it. You don't
Oh,
need to Google
God.
it.
It's so stupid looking. A quick acting T-handle style hatch is the most.
You
annoying-
open up the hatch, you see there's
Hell
a
yeah.
straight drop with a ladder. It doesn't look. I don't think there's any. There doesn't seem to be any lights on inside. It seems very dark.
That's so funny that I actually got it. You're like, no. We're not gonna deal with the fucking class of lock. You just opened it. Can I imagine it's dark of some kind in there because it's locked and the lights are off. Is that like a perception check? Can I like take a proper look around?
You'd have to go inside. It's just a straight tube downwards. You wouldn't be able to see into it.
Okay, who wants to watch? Okay, I'm gonna write up a quick will. Riku, you get the fish if I die.
Okay, man.
Promise me you'll take care of it
Yeah.
for at least like 3 days for a morning period. After that, I can't stop you.
Promise.
Pinky.
But yeah, you have fun in there. I don't do well in tight spaces like that, so
You don't do well. I'm 8 feet tall. You think I want to sneak through this like Mike Rowan dirty jobs? I'm gonna fucking break a shoulder in here. I'm gonna go head first.
this
'cause
goes
it's funny.
directly against my nature, my dude.
Listen, I'm not saying man up and help me. I'm just saying like keep in mind, I'm a big boy. I got big boy problems. I got wide hips. Okay.
I'm pretty sure your fat ass can fit in there.
You think so? You want to test it? Okay, let's see. God, how do I get in there? Is it just a movement check? I really don't know what.
You can just go down.
Okay, I
Yeah.
go down. I sneak my ass in there.
Okay. You enter. You come down. You reach the bottom of the ladder. You see this looks like a sort of middle room. It's very small. Like,
Okay.
especially at your big size, you have to sort of like hunch over, and there's not a whole lot of room for you to maneuver around in here. In this room in particular, it looks like it's maybe only like 10 feet wide. Though on either side of you, you see there's metal doors with little hatches looking into the adjacent rooms, and just all along the side walls, there are, vertical facing tubes with it looks like a little like hollow center in them, and then there's a few other exposed pipes that sort of go vertically and bend at different angles running all along.
Can I yell into some of the pipes and be like, "Hello, anyone here? Hello," to see if anyone's home?
You do that. There is no response.
Okay, I literally, "Hello, how are you?" Crickets. Okay, 2 doors separated by a fork in the road, and I took the one less traveled by. I go through the right door. I check if the right door is unlocked.
It is unlocked.
Hell yeah!
You
Open
step
the door
in.
time.
Okay. You step in. What's your armor class?
Jesus. Okay, armor class is 15.
Okay. You step in, and as soon as you step in, the Duragar, who turned themselves invisible and was hiding in the captain's quarters, goes to stab you.
The Duragar? I'm sorry, what is a Duragar?
A Duragar is a dark dwarf.
Basically,
A 9. They have advantage because they were invisible.
They also have saving throws against poison spells and illusions,
18.
as well as resist being charmed or paralyzed. What the fuck is this thing made of?
So that's gonna. You turn just in time to see him clench one of his hands. A dagger made of pure psychic energy forms around it, and he stabs it into your side.
Okay, so hang on.
How much stealth attack damage does a level 3 rogue get? 2d6.
Oh my gosh, Jackson.
Wait, so they... Whoa. I know about Durgars. They have, they're sensitive to sunlight, right? Who's seen the episode of Harry Potter where they're down in Gringotts Bank? Then she's
You're
like,
getting stabbed.
They're not that sensitive.
Well, they have a disadvantage on attack rolls if they're in sunlight, right?
Theoretically.
No.
How much does the soul knife do?
How much does the soul knife do to Jackson's fucking neck? Let me Google this real quick.
The energy is represented. Take attack action. Attack with that blade. It does 1d6, so I should have just rolled 3d6.
Okay.
Tell it to me straight, you take 10 points of damage.
I have 22 hit points, so do I just make 12 the current hit points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I feel like I'm gonna do an attack roll. I have a couple left.
Roll initiative.
I got you. Initiative is... Where is that? Right here? Oop.
What is the Turk?
You want to send result of this roll to the turn tracker? No.
+0. So he goes first again.
Oh.
He's going to immediately try to stab you again.
Right. For another 10, potentially. What do I do if Jackson fucking dies?
I mean, if you die, that's on you. I'm trying to think of how he can get sneak attack on you again.
That's funny. Shen's not on my side. Shen's on the side of the people. This fucking fish. I'm gonna make it a fucking level 3 rogue that's invisible with double sneak damage.
This fucking what? I had this dude's stat decided beforehand. Don't even try.
I appreciate that you're using an NPC enemy that was like predetermined, so it's like, how was I supposed to know I was gonna get fucking Shawshanked?
I mean, you probably just don't go into the dark submarines
that you don't own.
Made of black iron.
You know, I probably should have paid attention to the fancy metal.
In the Pirate Bay.
It is in a Pirate Bay, that's true. I like the idea of me getting stabbed and I'm like, Dear Diary, today I've learned about initiative and various...
You take another 4 points of damage.
Hell yeah, that's 8. I'm down to 8. Okay, baby. I got a rapier, a short sword, a dagger, and a club. I feel like if I
will also say, Rog and Eris, at this point, you definitely hear shit going down in the submarine.
Jesus Christ, is it a fucking... Is it a symbol convention down there? What the fuck's going on? So the rapier is a +6 attack. It's
you just hear a lot of banging and muffled cursing in a language you don't understand.
Yeah, right. It's like when you talk to somebody who's like English as a second language, so they revert back to their OG language. Like in Giant, I'm fucking cocksucker, goddamn fucking.
I meant the Duragar was speaking Undercommon and just throwing insults at you.
That's funny. I like that I'm like calm, cool, and collected. I do have a bad reputation though, is my background, so this is kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna use my rapier because that's 1d8 plus 4 piercing. I'm gonna hope to God I can at least fucking stun him and get out of here or something. Fucking climb up the ladder. Oh, Jesus Christ! You will never guess what's down there. Fucking, my clothes are ripped up. I
Short
got like
people.
You can take a bonus action to disengage.
Yeah.
disengage. There are children aboard. Repeat, disengage.
All
I've seen
right,
the
you
Incredibles.
bonus action disengage, and then you just
Wait, no,
book it out of the sub.
no. I want to do my rapier attack. I want to see if I
Do
can
you
get
know
this
what
guy.
disengage does?
No, I don't.
It prevents you from taking attacks of opportunity.
Um,
So if you want to just run,
I can't attack, right?
well, you can still attack, but you wouldn't have. If you want to attack, you can attack.
I think with
Let
8
him
current
learn.
hit points, I don't want to die. Fucking Riku's like, oh yeah, just let him tucker himself out. Fucking die, make a new character. No fish this time. Okay, I'm gonna disengage.
Okay. You disengage, and then you just run out of the submarine.
Yep.
Yep, easy enough to do.
Yep.
You are a rogue. You've got 60 feet of movement. You guys see.
Fucking hide.
You guys see. What's your character's name? Is it still Morphin?
Orphan, yeah, for the time
Yeah.
being.
You see Morphin come sprinting up the ladder with the fear of God in his eyes. There are no wounds, but oh God, how the fuck do you describe psychic
How do you describe
wounds?
soul? Yeah.
Yeah,
You got soul stabbed.
there are no wounds, but he does look like he has taken a serious amount of damage.
You can see
1,000-yard
the fear
stare.
of God in his eyes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good fucking God. That's so funny. I really.
I'm just
okay.
on the beach and I just see Morphin just fuck it out.
Can I? Okay, hang on. Do we know how big the submarine is? You mentioned it was like.
It's about, I would say, 40, 50 feet long. Similar
know how
size
much-
to your boat, but a bit
Do you
wider.
know how much I can lift? I have a question of strength.
You
Does that-
cannot lift the submarine.
I didn't say that.
Okay, just establishing that.
So, how much can I lift? Do you know like what the weight is? Does that have to do directly with strength, or is that like a
I
class thing?
believe it is your strength times something. Carrying weight 5e. I'm going to Google it something. Your carrying capacity is your strength score multiplied by 5.
Okay.
But I believe
I'm not gonna find a comically large bucket of water to dump down the chute. Can I just start opening my sandbag and just turn it upside down?
You want to do that?
I do. I really do. That dude pissed me off. I'm gonna fill
Okay.
this fucking stupid sub full of stupid
Can I
sand.
just clothesline Morphin?
This stupid.
Uh,
You're not gonna let me give him back at all? Do you have any idea what I've sacrificed?
You
Before.
invaded their submarine!
Who just?
Well,
killed
that's your
somebody?
turn. It's his turn next. He's gonna come speeding around the corner, look up the ladder, and throw his magic knife at you.
is this like a
'Cause
roll
he can
away
do that.
scenario? What do I do to like potentially evade it? Is that?
You don't.
Oh, I just okay.
You chose to stand there and pour sand in his submarine.
What's to say I can't fucking just put my hand over the side? Why do I have to stick my stupid fucking head over the sandbag?
You can.
right?
Do you want it? You said
Yeah, I want
you
to.
were
I want to
dumping
hold it. Okay. Do you remember those old iPhone
Would
challenges where you hold the corner of your phone?
I want to genuinely ask you something, and if the answer is yes, then I will give you. I'll give you a +2 to your AC because you're in cover. Do you think your character would have been smart enough to not fully lean over the hatch while he's doing that?
So I have 14 intelligence, but my wisdom is.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, I have 2 intelligence, but my wisdom is also 2. No, I think I would stuff my fucking gob over the hole because it's funny to watch the
Okay.
sand pour out,
He's gonna throw his magic knife at you.
and I'm gonna get a hit right in the head.
He has a +4 to hit. Your AC is what again?
8.
8. That's
Oh,
not your
God.
AC. No, your AC, not your HP.
Oh, 15.
Okay, that's gonna hit. So he doesn't have sneak attack, so it's just 1d6.
Oh god, it's perfect.
6 points of
roll.
damage.
That's a perfect roll. Well, I've got 2 health points. I think at this
Where
point
was
I
the
have.
dagger back up?
We'll call it a draw. I
Call
have successfully
it a
pissed him
draw.
off, and I'll evade once more. I'll move back. I'll hide behind Eris or something.
Alright.
Like a fucking.
Frog, you're watching from the beach. You see Morphin start dumping his infinite bag of sand into the submarine, and then a bolt of psychic energy shoots up, slashes across his face, and he just books it away.
You see my fucking neck, like cringe back in fucking like the death throw of like an animal in heat.
So you don't need to disengage because he's not in melee. So if you want to just use your action movement and bonus action to dash and get 90 feet of movement.
I realize, okay, what is fancy footwork? When you choose the archetype at 3rd level, you learn how to land a strike and then slip away. Okay, that's not what I thought it was. Okay, yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Body check Morphin and just drag him away.
I'm running away. I mean, I'm near death. You may just kill me with that body check.
It's just temporary damage, you'll live.
Oh, is it separate damage?
I do something.
What do you want to do?
May I play Calm Emotions?
You want to play Calm Emotions?
Yes!
Fucking Jurassic Park.
Calm.
Oh, easy, fella. With the guy.
What is the description of Calm Emotions?
Here you go.
Oh god,
VSM. Attempt to suppress strong emotions at a group of people, each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range must make a charisma saving throw. A creature can choose to fail the saving throw if it wishes. If a creature fails the saving throw, choose one of the following 2 effects. You can press any effect, causing a target to be charmed or frightened. Make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice.
Okay, so you're trying. So what are you trying to do? Try and charm him or make him indifferent?
Make him indifferent to the man that just broke into the ship.
Okay.
To be fair,
so
I didn't ever attack him, right?
He makes an intelligence saving throw.
No charisma.
Charisma. Okay. What? I doubt his charisma is much higher. He has a -1 to charisma.
Oh, it's gonna be Gandhi rules where he's got a nuke at fucking level 10.
He got a 16, so he still passes.
Holy fuck.
Oh.
Okay.
He's not calm, is he?
He is not calm.
No.
He comes. Do any of you speak Undercommon?
I speak Common, Elvish, Giant, and Thieves' Cant. Sorry, boss.
Okay.
If you think about it, I would technically know it. Yeah.
Is it on your sheet?
I can make it on my sheet.
Okay. You see him. You see the dirt. I'll allow that. You see he comes up, and the most prolific string of curses you've ever heard comes booming out of this Duragar's mouth as he gets ready to throw another knife at Morphin, and then the Furbolg just dashes around a corner, and he just begrudgingly dismisses the energy and just goes back down the hatch.
For the record, I'm like cowering in a corner. I haven't ever hurt him. I just got my ass kicked like a dog in a fucking... When it goes out at night, it comes back with like a broken ear. Like, what the fuck happened to you? I'm just beaten. Wow. So about that long rest. Glad I asked. Jesus Christ. Did I even buy a sandwich? Can I have that sandwich now? I need something to calm my...
God, this crew does not like you, Jackson.
I'm just trying to live. I only have my fish
you
now.
You broke into the submarine.
I did do that.
That has to be a violation of like pirate code.
The pirate code is more what you call guidelines. It's also not pirate code to stab me in the fucking neck psychically.
I think if you're on their boat.
You're telling me there's castle laws with the fucking... Stand your ground?
Yeah, of course. They're pirates. You think they don't have stand your ground laws?
That's true. Can you imagine an anti-gun or like anti-violence pirate where it's like, whoa, let's talk about this, and then they just get killed. With
have you heard of parlay?
Yeah, can we? I'll Rochambeau you for it. Rock paper scissors. Gentleman's agreement. $1.
Indeed.
Fuck, that hurt.
Yeah.
Well, now I know.
Lots of heals.
I'd love a heal and a sandwich.
I'm knocking out Morphin and just dragging him back to the boat.
So no.
Good
do you
idea.
want to just knock him out? How much health do you have, Morphin?
I have 2 hit points of health currently.
What's your strength, Rog?
18.
Yeah, make an attack roll. If you hit, he's just knocked out. Unarmed damage is 1d4 is 1 plus your strength.
If you harm a party member for being unconscious, there's no like XP rules or anything, right? Like you don't get points.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say.
What is this bullshit?
Yes, sir. Nah,
You
nah,
go to-
nah, one,
You
nah,
go
one.
to swing and the plank under you just breaks.
How is it that I get to win
You
against a
put too
fist
much
fight
weight
with
on your
Zay,
front foot.
but not a fucking
I just look down and
Druger?
go, "Ow, I really need to lose weight."
It's like when Squidward fucking got into the patty vault, it all went to his thighs.
Oh,
And then you'll blow up. Ruthless pirates murdered my captain and crewmates, plundered our ship, and left me to die. Vengeance will be mine. See, the bonds are starting to mean more and more every day that I get my ass kicked indiscriminately. Vengeance will be mine. I'm writing that dude's name now. What was his name? Or I
You
guess I don't
didn't
know
get his name.
It's just
You didn't get any of their names. You want to go ask?
I mean, what do you say we do a long rest and I go back and I knock nicely on the hatch? No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna get my health back. We're gonna get out of here.
I will also say, Rog, the moment you pull your leg back out, you see a little gnome off the side, sort of sighs, and then just comes over with woodworker tools and immediately fixes the plank.
This happens more often
Sorry.
than you think. How big is the gnome?
Short. He's a gnome. He's probably like at most 3 feet tall.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
probably the
big.
size
See, I
of, like,
imagine
half
Garden
my
Gnome
leg.
from fucking like Gravity Falls Gnome, like Schmebeldorf, right? Or what?
No.
Schmebulok. Because I was saying I can just throw one of
Schmebulok.
him. Yeah, I could throw Schmebulok down the fucking hatch there and then just close the hatch. Like a fucking
Gnome.
release a ravenous fucking rat into their quarters or something. Yeah, fucking get this thing out of here, right?
Gnomes are between 3 and 4 feet tall.
What languages do gnomes speak? I imagine they don't
Gnomish.
speak Undercommon.
Gnomish and also common.
Okay, perfect. So I can talk to him, but not me. Can I pick up the gnome and throw him in that fucking tube and then close the hatch? Is that enough actions in one?
Well, let's see. Picking up the gnome would be that would not be enough. You could do it in 2 turns.
Okay, we'll
What
call
the
it 2 turns
fuck
then.
did the gnome do?
The gnome's gonna have some wood and some hammers and nails on him right before
The
he's
hatch
fucking
is
grounded.
closed again.
Fuck. Well, okay, well, fuck it then. That gnome lives for another day. I was gonna say if he's panicked and he's got some tools on him, you can maybe go kill that drugger as part of like a, you know...
That's
a
also
corner.
assuming the gnome doesn't just decide to deck you.
That's true. The gnome is big enough that he could. And I'm at 2 hit points. I'm gonna call it a day, I think. I'm gonna take my licks and go home.
Okay.
Can we go say bye to your
plan.
mom, Rico? Can we fucking... Oh, now Jackson, now apologize for making a scene in front of my mother. Fucking...
Not over here.
Oh, right. She doesn't know. Don't tell your mom I live
Oh.
like this. I wanted to like me.
You are
Probably expects this.
dysfunctional.
I'm a rogue.
The worst rogue we've ever seen.
Worst rogue you've seen so far.
I think seeing a rogue in general, bad rogue.
It's like a bad tiding. You're like, oh god, here we go.
I just meant your job is stealth and you're not supposed to be seen.
Well, how am I supposed to stop an invisible Druger, huh?
You don't scream into his boat and announce your presence.
I'm 8 feet tall. What do you expect?
You're not just seen, you're also obscene.
I wasn't the one shouting slurs at some fucking house guest.
You don't know that. You don't speak Undercommon.
No, I'm saying I wasn't the one shouting slurs.
Fair enough.
I was trying to be nice.
Breaking into someone's ship.
Did I land any hits on him? Did I harm this guy at all? That's
You
all I'm
didn't
saying.
try.
I was about to try. I couldn't afford to try, and now I'm using that as like being a martyr, where it's like, I got hurt. I'm gonna tell the story of how this guy assaulted me in my own home.
You're lucky I rolled. I rolled to see how many of the there, and it was just him.
Fuck, dude. Imagine if there was 2.
I
go
think
back to
you'll
the
be
ship.
good.
Does anyone else have any other business before we go to the ship? I'd like to just leave now. I want to go home.
Yeah,
I
probably
want
good
to
plan.
fish.
Before they come after us.
I miss my
Yeah,
fish.
we're putting your ass to sleep.
I'm gonna sleep with the fishes.
Sleep with your fishy. Yep.
You climb into the tank.
It's my emotional support fish.
Does he
Why I
whisper
wanted-
you sweet nothings?
Well, he would if we had the fucking air bubble, so he could put him in my bed with me when we go to bed.
Anyway.
What, like
So
you
you
guys
guys-
have a
you-
stuffed animal?
You guys are going back to the boat?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, you head on back to the boat, same as when you left it.
Oh,
Are you all
I'm
just taking a
moaning the
long
whole
rest?
way.
Are you all just taking a long rest?
I'd like to. If you want, I can like be a couple turns away, resting while these two figure out stuff. If you want to do a time dilation like that.
That's fun.
We could start
they
getting
have
the ship
anything they
ready.
Mm-hmm.
You do know one of the things you'd have to do, which it isn't a major thing, not right now. You do have to go see the dock master to get the way out, because every day or every few days, the specific route out, the safe route out through the storm changes, and one of the dock master's jobs is to figure out what the safe route is and then tell anyone who's leaving.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Where are your parents?
Yes, that would be one of the things you'd have to do.
Let's see. Rika, you want to go do that?
Sure. Gotcha, boss. You want to go do that?
You head over to the dockmaster's cabin. You see it's just a small little house on the docks, pretty much. Lights are on. Looks like he's home.
Just so not.
You knock on the door, and a few minutes later, opening it up is a bronze, but it looks like most of the bronze has been covered in the like green rust. And there's a few pieces of him missing that looks like have been replaced by either driftwood or sort of bent metal, a warforged.
Ooh, cool.
He sort of looks at you and just blinks a few times.
He has eyes.
He's got little like focus lenses, like the circular lens
Okay.
things.
Okay, I
Like a
get you. I
jeweler's
get you.
thing? One of
Kind
those.
of.
I don't know what you'd call it.
I was coming by to get the way out of the storm.
You see he sort of pauses for a moment and then holds up his right hand. The fingers all sort of disconnect off the main axis, and you see it forms into a compass with the needle pointing towards northwest, more so north. And you know that's him telling you, like, that's the way out, just a straight path that way.
Thank you very much.
He nods.
Do I need to pay him for this?
No.
Okay. And then I will bow, say thank you, and be back on my way back.
He nods, fingers go back into position, and he closes the door as you leave. All right.
We'll be eating.
So you guys leaving tonight? Or are you going to wait until the morning?
I'm feeling like tonight would be good just in case we have some people that want to chase us down.
What could you mean by
What?
that?
I don't know. Maybe it's the fact you broke into a submarine.
I feel that's funny. I feel like hi Peach, what's up? I feel like I should say, so today all I've really done is I caught a fish, I put him in a tank, I instantly formulated how I could walk him around, then I found a fucking submarine, went downstairs, started stomping around making all kinds of noise, got stabbed 2 times with a fucking invisible knife, and then I tried to fill the submarine full of sand because I got annoyed, and then I almost got hit again, and then Zay tried to knock me out because I picked a fight with a stranger. And I feel like it was justified to a degree. Like, yes, I recognize going in there is maybe not the best plan, but I don't know. You shouldn't kill me. Like, that seems a bit harsh. But
I'm not killing you.
You want to know what's funny?
what?
He was at the auction house.
Oh my god.
They have a setup when the drow cast darkness on Zay. He was invisible, and the plan was for him to then sneak into the darkness and gut you while they couldn't see you, or while you couldn't see them.
Say,
And
what-
because
did
Riku
you dispel
immediately
that?
dispelled it, because you immediately dispelled it, he didn't get the chance to attack.
I'm
So you mean
glad
to
I
tell
did
me-
that then.
You mean to tell me not only did you have that NPC, the Druger, being invisible part of it, it just so happened to line up so that it was like the worst possible thing for me to go up against in that submarine?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Well, I'm
Because
surprised
he
I
just went
didn't
back to the
die.
boat.
Right, yeah. Yeah, fucking stupid bard, stupid accordion with magic. My queen, oh. We met Riku's
Okay.
mom, too. That was cute. Nice owl lady. I still want to get her a necklace or something, but we can do that on the way back. Let me do a to-do list for that. Get necklace.
So you guys are heading out at night?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would assume there'd be a lighthouse.
Indeed. You all set out. As we discussed before the session, I didn't prepare any encounters for this specific travel length, so we'll just sort of breeze over it, unless there's anything you guys want to do on the trip.
On the trip, not really. Not this time.
Can I
Play some
fish?
music.
Can I fish
Play
for
some
food?
music?
I'll just
Yeah, you
take
can
the
fish
ship.
for food.
Actually, wait, how long is my long rest? I might just sleep for a day.
It's one day.
Okay, alright.
Long rest is about 8 hours.
If anyone's interested in fishing for food while we're going, by all means. Rika, you said you had the rod of angling or something like that?
Yeah, you can borrow it. Just don't break it, please.
Well, I'm asleep right now.
Does it
Can-
say what you roll for fishing on there? Or
That's a good question. I don't think I wrote that down.
I
What is it?
have orb of direction, so
You want to ponder your orb?
what I'm saying is, I guess I steer.
Okay.
You're the one that's most capable, probably.
That puts
Mhm.
Riku on fishing duty.
well, do any of you have proficiency? I know Jackson does. Do either of you two have proficiency with water vehicles?
God.
You know what? No, I
Bad
don't.
day for
I
me to
have-
be
Think about
asleep
that.
after getting my ass kicked, huh?
Well, then,
The
more
fucking
than likely
pilots.
Jackson. Yeah, more than likely Jackson would steer, and Zay, you would be navigating.
So, wait 8 hours for me to get back up?
I mean, it's easy enough to sail just out of the coast.
Yeah.
And you can just sort of put the sails up and just drift out for a little bit.
It works. Okay. Huggers.
Get our way, at least headway.
Oh my god, wait. Shen.
Mm-hmm.
I, as a racial trait, have the speech of beast and leaf. Can I talk to my fish with a charisma check?
You can, but it can't talk back.
Can I just say, who's your boo? Who's your boo? Who's the
Yeah, you
good
can do
boy?"
that. You can do
Hell
that.
yeah. Fuck.
It seems slighted.
No! No, it's like when you step on your cat's tail and it thinks it's like been assaulted and you like, how do I tell him that I didn't mean it?
It turns away from you, but because it's a fish, the other eye is just looking at you now.
God, now I really need like a fucking, I need some assassin's bracers or some kind of band to put on him as like a sorry gift.
Oh boy.
Alright, so you're not doing anything on the boat? On the ride there?
Making music. I play. This is Wonderwall on the accordion.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall, yeah.
Alrighty. It does take you 10 days. Eventually you see a small coast with it looks like it's still high tide. But you can see just like under the water a very multicolored patch of what looks like coral and underwater plant life. Some of it actually comes up above the water a little bit. You see the parts that do come up almost look like actual trees.
That's crazy. Does anyone have a shovel?
I will also.
I would
reef-
assume you'd have one.
You probably have one. The reef is also like full size. It's a big fucking reef.
Can I get some roots and stuff to put in the fish tank? Give my boy a little scenery.
It's
little
still
green.
high tide right now, so you couldn't go down just yet.
You mean without a cloak of manta ray?
That is true. Do you want to go down there?
I'd like to use a turn with the manta ray. Yeah, I want to go down and get some various bioluminescent rocks and algae.
It actually is. It isn't super bioluminescent because it's so close to the surface.
Okay, so it's vibrant in that it's just colorful.
Just a lot of colors, yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll grab a couple handfuls, bring it back up.
You head on down. As you're heading down, you see also the fish are a very similar sort of multicolored.
Nice.
And while you're down there, could you roll a straight luck check for me?
Yeah, is luck. Where is
Just
luck?
a straight d20.
Got you. Hell yeah.
As you are you're digging up one like little coral reef plant, and then you hear just like something that catches your attention, and you look up and just sort of standing on the sea floor, 4 legs. It basically just looks like a fish dog.
I love fish dog.
It's just it's locked onto you. It's got a very It's about dog size. It's covered in scales, and you see the tail. The tail is a bit longer. It sort of elongates into a more fish-like tail.
Riku, do you want a fish goober?
As you're thinking about that, you see it has a collar.
Can I read the collar? Perception?
You want to read the collar?
I would.
Yeah, go ahead. Make a perception check.
I got you. Bam! Let's go!
11?
Wait, that's not good.
No. Well, the 11's fine. You see
What
it
does
just
the second one
says...
mean? Is it just 2 rolls?
That's advantage. It automatically... I think you can turn that off at the top of your character sheet if you want.
Where in settings?
Let me double check.
Alphabetically sort tokens, text dice options. Here we go.
Character
Enable
sheet.
advanced dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Turn that off. Pog. Okay. Let me roll again just to see. Oh, we got dick sucked. Fuck yeah!
What?
I have a redeem that's dick sucked.
Oh, okay. I thought that was in relation to your role. I was like, excuse you?
No. Yeah. So yeah, it's a random. It's either dick sucked or dick slap, and it's accompanied with either the bonfire lit or like the "you died" sound from Dark Souls. So, in rolling an okay roll, we got dick sucked. So it's hell yeah, fucking got him.
Gotcha. But yeah, you see on the collar as a little name tag. It says Mahjong.
Breaking
Like
that down.
mahjong, but mahjong.
Mahjong, like that. No, M-A-W-J-A-W. Mahjong.
Perfect. Okay, perfect. Riku, you want a fish goober?
That has a collar.
Yes.
You don't
it
steal someone else's dog.
It could be our color.
You don't steal someone else's dog.
Fine.
That is owned.
Okay.
That
Well,
has
then-
its own life.
What would you recommend
probably
we
like a
do with this fish?
Pet for like a mermaid.
That's cute. I like that.
Rather
a lot.
not be
You want to follow
enemies to
home?
mermaids.
You want to see what happens, or do you want to just live?
I mean,
You weren't talking with her. You're by yourself ahead of the boat.
yeah,
That's true.
you're
I
right,
can't
so,
psychic
yeah.
link with Riku. Yeah. Okay, I'm in my mindset. I have the dog right here. In my mind, I'm thinking, speak of beast and leaf. I can chat with it, and I can say something like, "Ooh, kuch, hi, buddy," ooh, fucking whistle at it or something. I don't know. What do you
Can
make
you
to
talk
fish dogs? Like
underwater?
horse? Cloak of Mana Ray. Let's see the specifics. Can I just link it to you guys?
If you talk to it, just watch it talk back.
Cloak of Mana Ray. 5E. Okay. While wearing the cloak with its hood up, you can breathe underwater and you have a swimming speed of 60 feet. Pulling the hood up or down requires an action. It's just an adventure gear, uncommon. So I would imagine the ability to breathe underwater implies the ability to use your lungs underwater, yeah?
I'd say so.
so I'd have an ability to talk. We don't know how well it'd be able to translate, but I think I'd be able to talk underwater with it. Can
I
do,
think I'd say you can talk.
What would that be, a charisma check then, if it's speech?
This should be animal handling.
Okay, boom. Let's go!
What do you say?
Hi, buddy, where'd you come from?
It sort of like cocks its head to one side, and then it starts taking a few tentative steps towards you.
That's cute. Well, that means it's not fucking scared of me. Okay. Well, I guess I continue to just start picking up stuff, just do my little plant gardening and see what he does.
Oh, wait, steps? This thing has feet?
Four-legged. Fish dog.
Fish dog, alright.
It's got webbed feet.
I do have 50 feet of silk rope. If I end up befriending it, I can just give it a long leash.
While you're
Who's right?
while you're
That's somebody
gardening,
else's.
it just sort of watches you while you're gardening.
That's cute. I like that a lot. I wonder if I have my shield expression on me still. If it makes the pog face, if I can put the stuff in there, because I do have a bag of holding, but yeah, I'll just stuff rocks and stuff in the shield of expression's mouth, and then close the mouth.
You gather up enough stuff that you were looking for, and do you just start to leave the reef?
Yeah, I think we're good. I don't want to piss off the dog.
It sort of follows you for a little bit, and then once you exit the reef, it sort of watches you leave for a few feet before turning around and going back.
So that means that it lives in the reef. Well, I guess I come back up and tell you guys about it. That was fun. I got a little dog.
Shoot of expression just vomits a bunch of rocks.
It's like Schmebulok again, fucking the rainbow vomit. Oh. Well, nice. We got enough. The fish looks in horror as I empty this face's rock mouth stuff into the tank.
Fish still looks pissed.
The fish still feels slighted. It's like when you come home with chocolate for your wife that you pissed off. It's like, are you sure, honey? You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure? Because you're putting those dishes away kind of hard. Fuck you and fuck these dishes. I got a note to self. Appease fish. One of these days, he's going to grow up big and strong, and he's going to be a deity that the paladins will respond to, or it may be like a patron or something to a wizard.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Waiting for low tide.
There is a town and a dock if you want to dock.
Who would
Up
like
to
to
you.
dock?
Going to town.
Is it like a small town?
It looks pretty small.
No, it may as well.
Looks like there's like a couple houses and then like a tavern. No other ships docked right now.
Beats cooking out in the sun.
Tavern.
Tavern. Yeah, maybe Riku can make some money with their little accordion.
There is just some like old human like fishing out on the dock who just sort of slowly watches you as you pull in.
Not from around here, are you, city folk? I'd like to ask this guy about the fish I saw. Is that like a history check thing, or is that insight?
You can just go over and ask him.
Okay. Hey, boss. What's up? We're new in town. I was down in that reef, and there was like a fish dog thing. It had like 4 legs. It also had a collar on it, so it was like a... It seemed like a tamed pet of some kind. Do you have any idea what that would be?
You see he turns to look at you. He's older with like the sailor's tan, very bronze skin. He's wearing like a sleeveless shirt and then just some like pants. As he turns, you do notice running down the bridge of his nose are 3 sea glass stud piercings.
Ooh.
And you immediately recognize that as a symbol of prestige among Utagoyans, which is a sort of sailor culture that very much does not like pirates.
To be fair, I'm not a pirate.
I will assume, though, that you guys did not come in waving the black flag with the skull and crossbones, so There's no.
No.
Yeah, so he does not know you are pirates, but that's just something to be aware of. He sort of looks over at you and goes, "Oh, Marjor's dog."
Mahjong, that was the name of the thing on the collar. See, I thought Mahjong was the name of the pet, so you know Mahjong.
Yeah.
Where does she live? Is she up top, or does she live down underwater? I don't know if she's a mermaid or not.
I think he's staying at the tavern.
Oh, that's my bad, Mahjong. Okay, word. Which way's the tavern, then?
He sort of jerks a thumb over his shoulder.
You got the hitchhiker thumb. The fucking double-jointed, super curled back fucking...
Exactly.
How's the fishing been today? They biting?
Shit.
God, we've been traveling for 10 days, and we got one guy who can't fish for shit. Remind me to not let them handle the rod angle, you know what I'm saying? Fucking rib him a little.
He stares at you completely stone-faced.
Alright. Well, happy fishing there, boss. I'll catch you later.
Probably not.
I got nothing out of him. Okay, let's keep going before he fucking sees that we're pirates. Let's go, 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 go.
Yo, what?
We're treasure hunters, not pirates.
We're thyroid people. We got issues where fucking our throats are real swollen and we got really, really bad growth rates. That's why I'm 8 feet tall.
You dock, and he's still just there, doesn't move or do anything as you put the game plank down and come ashore.
This is the most depressing timeshare I ever bought.
You hungry, by the way? We got some fish cooking up. I don't know if you've had anything to eat recently.
You're talking to the guy?
I am.
Don't take food from strangers.
You know what? That's fair. I'll catch you later.
Doesn't say a word.
Alright. Well, it's like I can't beat a stone, I guess. Alright, we'll
just staring out at sea.
POV Shen had 2 character traits for this guy and does not want to advance the story with him.
Listen, sometimes you design an NPC and they're super elaborate. Sometimes they're a dick and they don't want to talk to you.
God, it really does put me in the mindset of, like, not everybody's going to be your friend in this story. Like, I have met one person who's been nice, and that's Riku's mother. And the dog thing. Even my own fish is kind of pissed at me. Can I win any point? Can I just not lose?
Roll well.
Roll
well.
Roll well.
Yeah, skill issue.
Exactly.
Pilot the fish, Jackson, or else Riku here will have to do it again. Fuck. Alright, well, you guys want to go into the tavern and see if we can find Mahjong?
Sure, yeah, why not? It'll pass the time.
You head over to the tavern. It looks pretty... It's pretty simply made. Just wood with a little stone base. You head inside. Not too many people in. Behind the bar, there's a weathered old woman who just sort of like turns as you approach, gives a little wave.
Can we wave back?
Yes. Big old bird wing wave.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
She gives you like a weird look as you smile.
Can birds even smile? Can Aarakocras smile?
God, I hope not.
They'd have to contort their beak like the Joker. You'd have to cut slits to be able to smile in the muscle groups.
Does Eris canonically have teeth? Goose teeth.
Goose teeth. Ew. Now's the time to make that choice, I suppose.
I guess. Yeah. We'll go with that.
Gross. I was not.
Was not prepared. Riku, do you brush your teeth then? Do we have toothbrushing stuff?
I mean, they're just... I mean, if a duck can live without brushing, I don't think it can.
Well, that's because they chew on rocks and shit, and they have, like, algae and stuff that they eat to help with, like, gut health. But I'm worried about... I mean, like, I don't think ducks are gonna get gingivitis, but, like, I'm concerned about fluoride quantities while in the high seas. You don't want scurvy mouth.
Why are you worrying about this?
Listen, man.
It's important world building.
It's about the message. We'll see if Mahjong has any, like, toiletries or sundries that we can buy at the tavern. Last guy had fish drawer. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more out of this one. Yeah, like a block of salt, 3 pounds of flour, a chicken, and some fucking... I don't know what any of those things are. Oh.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just thinking how it's gonna go with Mahjong.
I imagine your character just sitting in like the doorway, like in the entrance to the tavern, just saying all of this.
The brogue practices conversation before he goes in. I mean, that's kind of right with me. Like, I just kind of say stuff to nobody and people listen.
Yeah, that's basically what streaming is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we waved at the people. They gave us a weird look. What do you say we go inside?
Smiling wave.
You're already inside.
Awkward. I'll take a look around. Perception?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the proprietor, some kind of owner.
There's the bartender.
What they're doing. Hey, bartender. Let's go say hi. Give him a little kiss on the lips.
That's...
That's gone too far.
Yep, that's...
I'm an 8-foot tall rogue. I do what I want. I kiss who I like.
That's sketchy.
Give him a little smooch. Can I roll for that?
Consent is a thing.
Yeah.
Unless you're a rogue, I guess.
What's the roll? Charisma?
I'm not having you. Are you just you going up to this lady and the chick just asking for a smooch? She smacks you across the face.
Fair enough. You Mahjong?
No. Smacks you again.
Hi. I suppose we should start this again. How are you doing? What's your name?
I'm doing fine. The name's...
No.
Write something down real quick.
Chan.
Is that with a CH
Jan?
or J?
Jan. Jan.
Is that short for anything, or is that just your biblical name?
She slaps you again.
Hi, Jan. Well, we're looking for Mahjong. You know anybody by that name?
He's still out at the reef.
He?
Oh,
Wait,
that he
is
was
Mahjong
here.
an old man who likes to fish a lot? He's got some sea stud earrings in his nose?
What? No, he's a turtle.
My mistake. How could I have made such a stupid commentary?
She slaps you again.
Well, Jan, I really appreciate the help. So we're looking for a turtle. Me, I'm just taking these on the chin. And I'm just continuing on. Like, okay, yeah, we're fucking... It's like a French drama. I hate you. I love you. I hate you. I love you. Fucking... Alright, so we're looking for a turtle named Mahjong. Alrighty. Could you do me a favor? Do we have any, you got any ale or any libations for the homies here? We're kind of thirsty after our travel. We do have money, by the way.
Yeah, sure. What do you want?
What have you got?
Slaps you again, turns around, goes and gets some drinks.
I kind of like jam. God.
She comes back with just like 3 cups of ale.
What kind of ale is this? Is this like a seasonal one? Is this like... I'm trying to be like a douchey ale snob.
Slaps you again.
It's ale. Drink it.
It's ale.
Alright, Pog. Hey guys, I got some ale. I'm missing a tooth. I'm all bloodied and battered. I got fucking welts all over my face.
She's a commoner, dude. She has a +0 to strength. They aren't that bad.
Okay, so she just keeps... It's like when like a family member hits you. She just like cuffs me.
It's more for the drama. Just psh.
Come back with 1 less hit point. Alright, sweet. We got ale. What do you guys want to do? I'm satisfied. I got my ass beat for the day. I can't get out of bed without getting my shit kicked in, apparently.
Well, hopefully that tides you over this time.
Yeah, how long do we wait for the tides to go lower?
It is... You know, they generally go lower at the afternoon. Yeah, later in the day. Not like dusk, I think is the word. Is dusk the word where it starts to turn from day to night, or is that...
Yeah, as opposed to dawn, which is in the morning.
Okay.
You got it.
About dusk time, it would start to become a low tide.
Cool. Well, we can sip around. We can, you guys want to go investigate further from the tavern before low tide, or... I think I only got so many local interactions in me before I get smacked again. So my mistake. What did you say outside the tavern? Was there any other like NPCs that we saw before we walked in? Because we waved at some folk, but
There's the guy out at the docks.
right.
There's a couple of houses.
Okay.
There's like 1 or 2 people in the bar.
Hey, buddy, what are you drinking? Fucking talk to one of the patrons like
Slaps
across the
you.
bar.
No.
He's got like 10-foot reach. He just smacks me again.
He's a bugbear.
A fucking bugbear, dude. They got the wingspan of Michael Phelps. God. Everyone on this island just smacks me. Every interaction, even the old man, he's like, if I get too close, he fucking... As soon as I'm within slap boxing reach, he gets me. Plugs my ears with his fucking fist.
Thunderclap.
God, yeah, those suck. I hate those so much. Some kid went to the had to go to the emergency room because he got hit too bad in one ear. It ruptured it.
Ooh.
We stopped slap boxing after that.
All right. If you guys want to just wait for low tide.
Yeah.
While we're waiting, I want to be studying the map to kind of get like a gist of where we should be
Is there any
going.
Okay,
Is there any shops in the area?
Are there any shops in the area? I'd say there's like a general store. It seems just like a small hamlet, basically. So I don't think they wouldn't have too many like specialty shops or anything.
Hey,
I
Jan,
would
is there a
just-
shop nearby? Fucking smack. Down
Yeah.
the road.
What are you looking for?
Honestly, nothing. I just want to get like a lay of the land.
Yeah, it looks like just a general store and then like a few houses.
That it?
About it.
All right.
It's not an incredibly active town. Its really only claim to fame is that it lives next to a big, fancy reef. That's about it.
I do like that reef.
It's true. You do see as you get closer to dusk, opening in through the door is a probably about little bit under 6 foot tall, but they're hunched over turtle, which is a big turtle person. This one looks like some sort of snapping turtle. Big underbite, big muscular frame. In one hand, it looks like they've got like a rounded war hammer that they've just slung over one shoulder, and in
This
the
is a
other,
bipedal turtle. They stand upright on 2 legs.
Mhm.
Okay.
And in the other hand, they have 2 leashes, which lead to a pair of little fish dogs.
Hey,
Wow.
that's Masha. You guys want to go talk to him? I feel like I'd get smacked.
As he sort of comes in, he just like lets go of the leashes, and the dogs just start go over to a side room. You see the bartender like goes to say something probably about the dogs, and Marja just like throws her 2 gold, and she just takes it and doesn't say anything.
That's funny. 1 for each dog.
What do we know about Mahjong? Considering
What do you know about Marja?
yeah, considering Jackson went under it alone.
You can
I would
told you
say-
guys about the dogs, right?
Yeah, I think you said you told them you
Yeah.
found a dog named Marja.
All right.
I'll say now that you're looking at him, you can make a history check.
History.
History is a mystery. Or no, what is it? The future is a mystery. The past is history, and today is a gift. That's why they call it the present.
No clue what you're talking about. Oh boy.
It's oolong or oogway from Kung Fu Panda.
Gotcha. Zaya, you making a history check or just these 2?
I guess just these 2, considering I know nothing about it. I just know there's a dog named Mahjong.
Well, no, he's named Marja.
Oh,
Turtle is.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess we've got about a shared history. Like the only new information was the stuff downstairs, and then we were all there for the other guy, and then
I
Jen,
was.
right?
I'll say now that
Not much better.
now that you've seen him, you haven't heard of his name, but you have heard of a turtle who shares a lot of. You've heard of a turtle who sounds like he'd probably be this guy. He seems to just be like a scrap collector or just like an odd job sort of sellsword. He's done a few small things in Blackrock that like a couple people have like said like a couple people have told you that like yeah he did the work but he's kind of a dick about it.
Aren't we all?
Scrap collector.
Mm-hmm. Scavenger, I suppose.
And being that he's a turtle, he has the ability to breathe on land.
He can
as well
breathe
as
underwater. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
I'd say I'd want to go talk to him, potentially get a job or something from him, or see if he wants any help with anything. Other than that, I mean, I would just want to ask him about the dogs. Really, I don't have any like I don't really have any other angles with Mr. Majo because I assume he's a little surly, right? What do you guys think? What would you want to get out of Majo?
to get a fish dog, I guess.
Oh, he does have 2 fish dogs. We could name him Goober.
Go for it.
I was gonna
Let's
say,
see. Let's see how this goes.
I got a pint of liquid courage in me. I'll get up and talk to Maja. Hey, buddy, what's going on? Are you Maja?
He sort of like turns as you approach. Aye.
Well, we stopped into port and we heard tale of So I'll put it this way: I was down there collecting some stuff from the reef, just doing my own business, and I saw this one of these here fish dogs that had a collar on there, and it was I don't know. I was a little worried. It looked like he was about to leave the reef there. I assume these are your pups, right?
You see as you come over one of the dogs, who you presume is they're hard to teleport. Well, no, actually, you do see they have different
They're
patterns.
Like, they're twins with like very small difference.
No, you see one of them. They're very similar, but you see one of them has like longer fins and is like a yellow, blue, and green complexion, and the other has a sort of like spinal ridge along the back and is like red and yellow with little bits of orange.
Okay.
The yellow, blue, and green one sort of comes over and just like stares at you a little bit and sort of sniffs you.
Oh yeah, this was the one that I saw on the reef.
Mozo sort of nods. Buck came back with a weird look. Sort of reaches over and just pets Buck, as you now know their name is.
Oh, is he okay? I didn't mean to spook him or anything. I'd never seen a fish dog before. Funny looking animal, this one.
You see, he sort of like gives you a weird look. He gives you like an angry look of like it's like when you like it's the look of like
Chinese
a dog.
People look funny, right? Like
no, what? No, I was gonna say like you like insulted someone's dog, and it's like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, don't talk about me family.
Yeah, and he just like pets him and goes, yeah. Buck probably just isn't used to seeing people down in the reef.
Yeah, that's fair. Where we come from, out in the forest, we had some above ground dogs. We've never really had any like fish dwelling kind.
There's above ground dogs.
Yeah. Where I come from, we had huge trees, very similar to the ones in your reef, but they.
He looks blown away. He
Yeah.
looks completely blown away.
We even had monkeys. They're like these 4-legged dogs with tails that swing in trees in the air. They got much more speed than we do.
Like them, and he points over at the bartender.
Yeah, kind of like them. If Jan had more hair and more personality, fucking Jen slapped me again.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's funny. So what are you in town for? I don't know where. I'm not gonna ask you where you live, but I assume you come up ground, maybe not as often as we would. You on any errands right now?
Nope. In between jobs right now.
Oh, what was the last job you got up to? You do any scrap collecting?
He sort of just takes like a long moment to think about whether or not he should answer. And then just down in the reef looking for things.
Well, that's really cool. I got this this pretty cool cloak recently that allows me to go underwater and stuff, and it's I gotta tell you, I've been blown away by the scenery here. Like I said, where I came from, not really a whole lot of plant life, so to see you guys having like this crazy, colorful atmosphere, it's insane. I'd love to like take a jaunt around and see what there is to see. Is there any stuff underwater? I mean, this seems like a pretty small town here. Is there?
You'd be careful with the reef. Go too deep, you might meet King Clipper.
King Clipper, what's his deal?
He's a big fucking crab.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
Biggest thing in the reef.
Oh,
How big?
Yeah, how
He
big
sort
is
of
the boy?
thinks for a long moment. 12 feet tall, 30 feet wide.
Damn, he's built
Enough to
sturdy
make
then.
crabs.
Have you ever worked with King Clipper, or is he more of a fight first, ask question later?
No. With King Clipper.
Sorry, what'd you say?
No, you don't work with that one.
Oh, he's more of a takes what he wants kind of fellow.
He's a crab.
Well, I don't know how much you folk down there know, but I have a bit of an ability.
I'm sorry. Truly and genuinely, are you trying to compare me, a thinking, sentient being, to a big crab?
Well, I'm just saying that considering the both of you spend time underwater, I imagine
That
at some
is
point
so
or another,
racist.
at some point you'd
That
probably
is
cross
truly
paths.
racist.
Well, pardon me
That
for
is
being
truly
derivative.
and genuinely. Oh, hey Jan, you ever had talk with the bears living out in the woods?
What does Jen say back?
Jen comes over and slaps you.
You know what? I'll take that L. I'm sorry. I recognize my
God, I get
behavior.
the sense people don't like you.
Yeah, what
You know,
the fuck,
it's
Morphin?
it's
What's wrong
funny.
with you?
It's funny you say that. Just yesterday, I had a run-in with a guy who tried to kill me on account of he doesn't like sand much. What's your proclivity with sand, huh?
What the
You like
fuck is proclivity?
Sorry. Do you like?
Facepalm.
That's my bad, Marja. Do you like sand?
It's all right.
You know what? That's fair. That's kind of a dumb question. Well, the only reason I ask is because I get a big fucking thing here of sand. I don't know what Buck or the other one is interested in, but if you'd like, I can give you some to take home. I don't know.
Are you offering to give my dogs sand?
Well, how do they go to the bathroom? Is it a litter box situation, or do they just poop in the air? You can bury it.
They go in the reef usually.
How far away is it? Is there an issue with like low tide and then there's poop?
Why
everywhere?
are you asking about my dog's pooping habits?
Well, because I've never owned
What
a
is the
fish
matter
dog.
with you?
If I'm being honest, Majo, I'm trying to learn more about aquatic life because I recently came in possession of a fish myself, and I'm genuinely unable to figure out how to deal with it. I don't know how to take care of it, and I'm concerned I'm gonna kill it. And you seem like a fine pet owner, and I'm trying to get a lay of the land here. This is called a callback. We're using his ability to like animals against him.
He just sort of stares at you for a really long time. Listen.
So...
Listen.
Yeah.
I know I said don't go too far into the reef. Honestly, at this point, you maybe should. For my sake. I would appreciate you going into the reef and meeting King Cliff.
Majo really said, if I never meet you again, that's too short a time. Well, Majo, I appreciate the insight there. I think we'll get on with our lives here. No
I would
free
love
sand,
that.
it seems like. I can take a hint. You don't
If I
seem too
want free sand, I can just go to the beach.
Listen, I don't know what you think about my sand versus your sand, but mine's pretty fucking cool. It comes
I
from a really good
really
reservoir.
don't think there's a lot of difference in sand quality.
Well, now who's
Especially
racist,
considering my sand comes from a vibrant, thriving coral reef, and yours has been in a bag all day.
Well, hang on now. I don't like to be disrespected like that. Similarly to how you're fucking concerned about your dogs.
You tried to compare me to a crab.
I didn't. I asked if you've ever had a conversation with. See, now you're moving the goalpost and you're putting words in my mouth. I don't appreciate you talking bad about.
I
my
would
sand.
appreciate words never coming out of your mouth again.
You know what? I'll take that. That's fair. But
awful talk. Glad it's over.
You know what? You know what your problem is? You fucking shut yourself in. You don't let anyone talk to you. You treat everyone like garbage, and then you wonder why you don't get any fucking.
I was gonna say, Maja slaps you.
Let me tell you something, Maja. I've known you for 10 minutes. I can tell why you don't get any fucking work. You said you're between.
I've known you for all of 10 minutes, and I know you're a racist.
Let's agree to disagree. Well, how long has that last job been, huh? Been a couple days or a couple years? What's your problem, huh?
It's been a few weeks.
Oh, and what have you been doing?
I made 20 gold.
How far does 20 gold get you down in the reef?
Most people don't see a gold every year of their life.
All right, buddy. Well, we can talk about that. Are you hard up on any amount of work?
I'm not working for you.
I didn't ask if you.
I have a strict no racist policy.
Okay. All right, Maja. Well, maybe you won't want this fucking gold. I was just curious about a little information. But no, it seems like you don't want any fucking golds from anybody. Maybe
not from you.
Maybe Buck wants some new fucking toys or a nice fucking steak tonight. I don't know what they eat. I'm just trying to help out. I'm more concerned about your damn dog than you.
Well, that I appreciate.
If you're willing to help me out with a little bit of information, I can spare you some gold and call it a wash on our fucking little occurrence here.
He sort of like looks you up and down, then just takes a long swig. What do you want?
So we're waiting here for low tide, and we're gonna try and find some more information and some more stuff here. We're on our way out, we're passing through, but we're trying to make each hop sort of worth our while. Is there anything you can think of importance at low tide that we would be aware of before we leave here?
Sort of thinks for a long moment. There's Clipper's Cave.
Right. You mentioned Clipper before. Whereabouts is Clipper's Cave? Is that closer to the tide and the sand, or is that deep?
That's right at the edge of how far the tide gets during low tide.
Okay, so does low tide completely open up Clipper's Cave then?
Aye.
Alright, and I would assume Clipper has the ability to breathe on land as well as underwater, or is it like he can get like an hour outside of water? I know nothing about crabs, as you can tell.
Usually during low tide, he either stays in the cave or goes deeper underwater.
Alright. Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, boss, we're gonna probably go over there and check it out. We're not looking for much, but I'd definitely like to give it a go. I'm not really interested in dealing with Clipper underneath the water, because I'm gonna get my shit packed in. I mean, you about fucking verbally berated me. Imagine how I'd land underwater.
You'd probably get your shit rocked, aye.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. You ever heard of a drooger? You know what that thing is?
A drooger?
Yeah, they're invisible cunts is what they are. They fucking about killed me.
A drooger.
Yeah, Druegar. They're like a gray elf thing. They can go invisible and they stab you with thoughts.
He sort of squints his eyes and then just takes a longer sip of his ale.
Listen, you don't have to believe me. I'm just telling you. I've seen some strange shit in the past 2 days, and you're about the kindest person I've talked to up to this point. Except maybe Jan. Jan's sweet.
Jan slaps you.
Fuck. Alright, well, I appreciate that, boss. What do you say... 3 gold, just so you can get Buck and, what's the other one's name? Get them something nice.
Cluck.
Buck and Cluck, that's funny. How'd you come across those names?
I got them, and then I came on land, and I heard some weird noises. Sounded like a buck. Another one sounded like a cluck. So I named them that.
You thought Naishu was giving you tips on what to name your dog? That's funny.
I just thought they were nice sounds.
Hey man, I can relate to that as much as anybody else. The only thing keeping me sane in these fucking voyages is...
You said you have a fish. What's his name?
You know, Maja, we've been thinking of a name for a while, and we don't really have a good one. If you've got any ideas for a name, I'd love to hear one. He's an electrum scale flounder, so he's real nice and shiny like, and he's got some flashes of light every once in a while on his scales. Real pretty fish, about 2 feet long.
You see, he like sort of looks out for a little bit, and then takes his mug and just slams it on the table.
You want me to name him Thud?
That sound. Is that a thud?
A thud or a thunk, maybe. That's, I guess,
Yeah,
a
sure.
interpretation. All right, we can name him Thunk. I think that's funny. But yeah, I got some of the rocks and some various coral. We were gonna wait till low tide to get some more, but we're about to build him up a little terrarium, some give him some bedding to hang out on. But other than that, we don't really have much of any fish food or anything.
The fish, I don't think fish need bedding.
Oh, do they just... Okay, see, now I feel like I can't ask you a question because you're going to call me racist. Did they just float when they sleep? I thought they, get on one side and, relax their muscles.
No, they just sort of float, yeah.
Well, you know what? Actually, that's kind of funny you say that. Horse we have up top, they stand while they sleep, so that's kind of the same thing.
My Lord Jackson.
What?
Yeah.
Man, you have such a roundabout thought of everything. I applaud you, my friend.
So good.
What's
so
Buck
good.
up to right now? Can I go see what Buck's doing? You said he's in a... I saw him going to a side room. Is that...
Buck and Cluck, it looks like. It looks like they went over to the room and then heard Marjaw talking, and now they're both just laying around the table.
That's cute. You mind if I pet Buck?
Yeah, you can pet Buck.
I'm asking Marjaw.
Marjaw nods.
Aw. What a fine coat he's got. He looks nice and healthy. See, you gotta start talking like a dog owner would, right? You gotta schmooze him a little.
Just sort of nods.
Alright, well, it looks like we've got our marching orders. If we want, we can go check out Clipper's Cave.
I would like to talk to Masha.
Yeah,
okay.
Go for it. Get in there, Bob.
My turn.
Oh.
Hi,
There, Masha.
are you with the racist?
Unfortunately, yes. He's Look, it's a timeshare. I have to work with what I have.
Ooh, tell me about it. I had a timeshare once.
Oh God, how'd that go?
Ooh, it was awful. We were all living in a big seashell.
She sells seashells by the seashore? Shut the fuck up.
Jen just slaps you again.
Yeah, Jen.
But she kind of chuckles with that one, but she still hits me.
No,
See,
completely straight face.
Fucking... I can't get anywhere at this one.
Marjaw chuckles, Jan slaps you.
Probably because I got hit.
A little bit of both. He chuckles at first, and then you get slapped, and he laughs.
I also laugh.
How have you gotten farther with
He
Mahjong
got
already?
slapped.
A lot of visual comedy with this Mahjong fella. He likes ball kick TV like an Idiocracy.
Trust me, I tried to hit him 10 days ago too. Fell for the dock.
Real specific time frame. Really specific time frame.
Look, he was unconscious for half the trip, so...
Mahjong, didn't you say specifically you worked 2 weeks ago on a job, Mr. Specific Time Frame?
Yeah, 2 weeks is different than 10 days. That's twice as long.
Look,
I don't
I'm
know
a
where you learned
navigator. I gotta know
math,
these
but-
things.
Weeks in my world are 10 days.
Oh.
So suck it,
Okay.
bitch.
Okay, so Sunday, Tunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. How do you make
Jan
10?
slaps you.
Where do you get the other 3 days?
Slaps you again.
All right, Jen. Can I get another ale, sweetie?
Gives you an ale. Slaps you for calling her sweetie.
No tip this time, then.
Slaps you again.
All right, you get your tip.
Takes the money.
Slaps.
Now, if I overheard correctly, you're a
I'm gonna
scavenger
reduce 3
sometimes,
gold.
correct?
Sorry. I'm going to reduce it to
Aye.
148 because I gave it to Mahjong.
What do you scavenge down there in the reef?
Some things. Shipwrecks. There's a few of them down there. There's a few of those fancy magic fish. catch up some of them. Oh, whole place is touched by the fair, wild. Sort of narrows his eyes, whatever it's called. Few of the fishies end up weird.
Yeah, Fey magic will do that to you.
Yeah, tell me about it. He sort of scratches one of his dogs behind the ear.
Oh, what
Wait.
happened?
Oh, just a nasty fight. It was a while ago.
So instead of being flea bitten, you got Fey bitten.
Maja, do you know what fleas are? Does that joke land with you?
I don't know what a flea is, no.
Okay, so you
You're
know
like a water tick.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say
Oh,
like a
okay.
brine shrimp. Imagine
Air
a brine
tick.
shrimp
Of
sucks
course,
your blood.
we just call them ticks, and we call the ones up here air ticks.
Wouldn't it be more like a land tick? They don't fly.
She slaps you. He slaps you. I thought you were done with talking to me. Why are you here again?
I forgot to pay you. Here's 3 gold.
That you didn't forget. He just takes 3 more gold.
Fuck. Alright, well, that's -6.
You don't actually have to.
No. Okay, I got -3. I'm good. I'm like 148 gold now. So, do any other...
How
say
old are
ask-
these ships?
Depends. Few of them are more recent. Had one a while ago. Seemed to be free scuttle flush.
Any markings of particular extravagance?
No, but it was made of metal.
Metal. Who the
What?
fuck makes a ship out of metal?
I don't
a
fucking
sunken
know.
one. Wait, was it like a black sleek metal?
Why is he back?
Sorry.
I don't know. He just
I don't
got
know.
metal on the
Thing
brain.
was, thing was rusted to shit.
huh.
Hmm.
Yeah, look, that's exactly why you don't use
Think-
metal to make ships.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Oh no.
Wait, don't you have a war axe made of metal? You use that underwater. Is it treated for anything, or does it just get rusty over time?
What? No, this thing's rock.
Oh, that's badass. What kind of rock is it?
Rock and bone.
Rock and stone. Sorry.
I don't know what that means.
It's an expression from where I come from.
Weird expression.
Yeah, you got-
Takes it out. Yeah, it just looks like. What does this look like? It's got like a bone shaft, and then you see the main handle is. It looks like probably molded coral, and then at the very top, it's just sort of. There's just like a mostly spherical ball that's sort of wrapped around the top.
How strong is that coral? Could we fasten any at low tide to get for ourselves? That looks like some damn good material.
You could try.
Hmm.
It's about as strong as wood, far as I've seen.
Axe.
But yeah, weird metal boat. I think Clipper took some of it into his cave. He likes to take shiny things.
Huh. Must have a hoard in there then.
I don't know. Got
Maybe
about
they're
5
shiny
feet
things.
in there, and then he blasted me with water, and I ain't gone back since.
Wait, the crab blasts water?
Yeah.
Why is he called Clipper then? Why isn't he called Squirter?
Because he
Bumblebee.
also clips things.
Did he clip you?
He tried to. I was too far away.
Nice.
I
Good
saw
job,
him
Maja,
clip
up top.
I saw him clip a shark in half once. That was
Fuck.
scary.
Good
How?
job evading him. Up top.
Shine are his
High five.
pincers.
Fucking again. 30 feet wide, 12 feet tall.
I meant his pincers, not.
Oh, I don't know. Fucking big.
You know what?
Bigger.
What else do I expect?
Can I go back
Oh.
to drinking now?
Yes. Well,
Thank
thanks for your
you.
time.
Thank you. Not a problem.
Majo, do you have a missus at home that you talk to? You seem kind of
Go away!
Shut the fuck up, Morrison.
I feel like you'd have a lot more. You'd enjoy your life more if you were potentially.
I like my job. I like my dogs. I like getting paid. The divorce was messy. Go away.
I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. My condolences. I can't tell you how horrible it was with my
All I
parents.
got were the dogs.
Oh, buddy. Imagine if she took the dogs, though. How bad would that have sucked?
I'd kill her.
Fuck,
oh my
man.
god, here we
It
go.
wasn't. My dad wasn't so lucky in his divorce. See, he had.
I do not want to bond with the racist over being divorced.
I'm just going to
Huh.
put my giant ass arm around Morphin over
You
his
gonna
mouth.
fucking half Nelson me? Oh.
And
Single tear rolls down Marjaw's chief as he.
I'm just gonna drag him out of the tavern.
Can I serenade Mahjong with the song for
Go
him
ahead.
to make him
We're
feel
going
better?
here to the ship.
What is a good one? Sweet Carolina on the accordion.
He just open mouth stares at you the entire. Beyond confused.
Not a fan of music. Oh wait, I'm outside. I can't.
It's
talk.
more just a person wordlessly walks up to him and starts playing "Sweet Caroline" on the accordion.
I mean, he's not crying anymore, is he?
He's just confused. Poor
What's Jen
Marja.
doing? Did Jen like any of the music?
Yeah, Jen seems to vibe with it.
Hell yeah. People don't like me.
You keep asking a weird fucking question.
I'm
Being
just
racist.
curious. I'm not being
He
racist.
asked just so
You
many
Remind me to not
questions.
ask about the other interactions of fish people the next one I talk to. This is a learning experience. I'm learning. This is part of the healing journey.
You specifically tried to ask if he talked to a crab.
I
Your
don't know.
ignorance is
what-
astounding.
I am trying to be
Truly
better, okay? I can only learn by interacting with people who know better. But it seems Maja wouldn't know anything about being unignorant with the divorce. Okay, I'm outside. He can't hear me. Please don't tell him I said that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on dragging you back to the ship. You
Alright.
have lost
Is it
your
low
land
tide yet?
privileges.
It is beginning to be low tide. As you all head back to the ship, I think that'll be a good place to end it.
Sounds good.
Sounds
yeah.
good.
Oh, one last question. Since I was looking at the map this whole time that Morphin was having a morbid time,
I made a hat.
good, like, from what I got from where the map says, is it going to be in that cave?
Potentially, the cave is the only place you've seen a landmark so far. So probably the mark is just sort of over the reef. It's not a detailed enough map where it's like the entire reef. It's sort of like it's like an area map, more like.
And it's just on the reef. There's
It's
something
just
in this
somewhere
reef.
in the reef.
Okay.
It's
Awesome.
just
These
the
people
idea
suck
with
at their
the
job.
the basic idea with the charters maps is like, hey, this is where we think it's most likely going to be. Like any treasure map, it's like, hey, this is probably on this island, or this
If
is
it told
probably
you exactly
on
where the treasure
this
would, you
coast.
wouldn't exactly
Yeah.
fucking have any treasure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, again, these are maps that they have to cross-reference with information from 500 plus years ago, and also translate into a modern geography in a post-apocalypse world where a lot of the geography is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay, cool.
alrighty. I think that is good for now. Bye. Alright. Well, that was fun.
And scene.
Alrighty, gang, that was interesting. What do you say we go right over to my buddy V-Temp? He's playing, he's just doing some art. We'll just go say hi to him. Anybody wants to come say hi with me? A little raid message right here. Appreciate all the follows. Sentai, thanks for the resub, buddy. Kalis, if you're still here, I'd assume you're just sitting in bed. Appreciate the raid. I'll throw up something together on Twitter if anyone wants to go hang out with the bird with me. But yeah, we'll, let me just grab real quick the... Where is this bad boy at? We'll do, just do a ducks and red. Whoopsie. Come on. Looks right. Boop, 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 boop. Perfect. Alrighty, gang. I'll catch you later, okay? Mwah.